You're watching the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Walking off the field for the last time, the Trinity. Well, there's 4 people in that video, I guess, but you know what I'm talking about. James Gladstone, Liam Coen, Tony Baselli. Who's the other guy next to him? Hamby, do we know? Oh, could it be any more dramatic with this shot? Hang on, wait a second. Wait, it's like the Michael Bay back shot here as we're walking out.
Bay.
Hold up. And there they go. One final time. Who's the guy in the teal hat?
No idea.
Okay.
Yep.
Sports, man. Sometimes we get dramatic, don't we, Hamby?
That's right.
I believe the end of the season press conference is taking part, if not right now, pretty soon. Brent Martineau's over there. Can't wait to hear all about that, featuring Liam Coen and James Gladstone. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they say about the season, maybe some plans going forward and everything. I'm not going to lie. If it's on the yacht, I'm going to be a little upset. Like, if we see the St. John's River in the back of this, I know, but if we saw the St. John's River in the back of the, of the shot, I'll be a little disappointed because I've still not been on that thing. Have you been on the yacht yet?
No.
Okay, well, don't act like you. Nah, you've been in the press box, even though you probably got those credentials revoked.
Probably.
Yep. Hamby, you've been places. Come on, man. Rod and Todd Flanders, you and Brent Martineau, you guys are going everywhere together. We've been over this.
Still haven't seen that.
You still haven't seen what?
Whatever Rod and Todd Flanders is.
You don't know who Rod and Todd Flanders is?
No.
Do you know who Ned Flanders is?
That sounds a little bit more familiar.
Have you ever watched The Simpsons?
That sounds like Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure.
Have you ever watched The Simpsons?
No.
For real?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, The Simpsons is a cartoon.
I'm fully aware of what they are.
I'm not sure how far we have to go back here. There's a guy by the name of Bart Simpson and everything. Well, Ned Flanders is their neighbor, and he's kind of like a goody-goody. And then he has 2 kids named Rod and Todd Flanders. And they dress alike. They talk. They're identical. So that's why I call you and Brent Martineau Rod and Todd Flanders, because you guys essentially are really the same person, just at a different age. Whether it's making your picks and doing a horrible job, whether it's how you conduct yourselves on social media, Rod and Todd Flanders. And if you have some time in the break, feel free to Google it, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Now, before we get into sports, because this is a sports show, Hamby,
right?
We're on day 2 right now with no phone. And your boy's doing all right. Not going to lie. I kind of understand withdrawals now because I've actually reached for my pocket a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
Just out of instinct to be like, oh, let me check. Man, kind of an addict. And I'm not even on my cell phone like that. I'm not on the social media. I'm not doing Twitter 24/7. And I'm still having withdrawals. Hopefully we'll get my new phone today. But I wanted to ask you, I think we've had this conversation before, and I want to rehash it real quick. And if Brent was here, I would know the answer, which is about 5 minutes. But for you, Hamby, how long could you theoretically go without using your cell phone?
Yeah. So on a normal week, if under my I probably a couple hours.
Okay.
However, I used to do camps and stuff over the summer where even when I was in college, I'd take high schoolers or whatever.
Yeah.
It was no phones for a full week. And I could have mine in case I, needed it, but it stayed in the cabin or whatever.
Okay.
Just in case of emergency or whatever.
Wait, so this is for baseball? I'm sorry. What kind of camp was this? Or just the men's retreat kind of thing?
It's kind of stuff like that.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I would check it maybe 5 minutes a night.
Okay.
For a full week.
Now, could you talk to loved ones when you're at this retreat or not? No.
Well, at the time I didn't have a girlfriend, so I didn't really need to.
Hey, yeah.
I was all set. I wasn't talking to nobody. I'm good. So
Fair.
It was great.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I wish I could do that now. I wish I could.
No, it's part of the job resume, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, man. It's theoretically, as long as people knew that I was okay, if I could just put out a tweet saying, hey, don't worry about me, I'm okay, ma, stuff like that. because the way my phone's still working. So the battery got replaced, but for whatever reason, battery didn't fix.
Right.
So my phone still, it lasts like 40 seconds, then it turns off. So like I can literally get maybe one text message out, pray that it goes through, and then it's back to black. And like theoretically, yes, I could just keep turning my phone on and off. But you're talking to the guy who's not even going to sit through a 5-minute ad on ESPN Plus for a hockey game.
Well,
he would much rather just go find the hockey game someplace else and be done with it.
Right.
So I don't have the patience just to sit there while my phone's recharge, like rebooting and everything every 40 seconds. We're all set.
Right.
And I'm all set. Like I'm good, man. Like I'm not going to lie. Directions are a little harder, right? Like what's up, MapQuest? Might have to bring that back if I have to go someplace.
Where are you going?
Well, just like for instance, the AT&T store. I didn't know where the nearest AT&T store was, and my truck doesn't have navigation, man. So guess what? You know what I did? I just kind of drove around a little bit until it felt right, and then eventually I found one off Southside. Because you know what I'm not doing when I'm driving? Looking around to see where all the nearest AT&T stores are.
Of course not.
So yeah, that was a little difficult, and then it took them like 2 hours, but it's all good. I took a nap in the parking lot of my truck, so it's all good.
Had a baby.
Got you, man. Got to get those power naps in when you can.
The people that can't sleep in other like places, I feel bad for them.
Hamby, I can literally, as long as I have a little like recline. I mean, I can't sleep like just like straight up.
Right.
But if you give me like a 5-degree incline like that or whatever, like a decline, whatever you want to call that. I'm not a scientist or whatever. A geometrist. Is that a word?
I don't know.
Someone who studies geometry, a geometrist.
Had a baby.
Whatever it is, man. If I can recline back a little bit, I'm set. And I'm cranking out that 20-minute power nap. That's what I did yesterday, waiting for my phone to get fixed, which didn't even get fixed.
One of my best stories is when in college, when I fell asleep in a hotel room in a chair.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That was I wasn't supposed to be staying in this hotel with some of my baseball buddies.
Okay.
But my car got like smoke and engine and all this stuff, and we were out of town in Gainesville, and I had to dump it out of Firestone, and it wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go home, didn't bring clothes, anything, but I had no choice, couldn't get back home, so I had to stay the night in my baseball pants, in a chair. Slept great.
See, now, like, I can get a nap in a chair, but, bro, if you talking me sleeping through the night, Hamby,
It was through the night.
I'm 38 years old, bro. I can't do it anymore.
Dude, my back.
Body ain't going to hold up. I'm sorry.
My back the next day.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine, man. You probably did years and years of, like, irreversible damage. Congratulations, man. But, yeah, that's how it be sometimes, right? One more little side note, and then we'll get into some football here. And really, I want to get into this press conference of what we hope to hear from James Gladstone and company. Yep. Listen, love the traction right now the show's getting. We eclipsed the 100K mark yet again.
Yep.
Compliments of Bills Mafia.
That's right.
Right? So those numbers will be then, diagnosed by the advertising department. And hey, hopefully we get some more bucks coming our way. I'm all for it. Now.
We're at 620 comments and 129 likes.
Come on, man. 129 likes and 629 comments?
Yes.
Is that what they call a ratio?
That is definitely getting ratioed.
Drats, man. What are you going to do?
No problem.
You know what that sounds like to me? Money.
Dollars.
Now, has Casey Kurtz gone a little power hungry? And maybe we'll talk about this when he gets here. Yesterday on the show, I remember talking about my phone and how maybe I took it in the sauna and maybe I'm not supposed to. And AT&T, didn't know about it. I just said, the phone stopped working, right? Because I'm not going to pay extra money for taking my phone in the sauna when I'm trying to cut weight for my UFC fight, right? Well, did Casey yesterday take the clip where I was talking about it and then put it on Twitter? And then did Bills Mafia get a hold of that and then tag me and AT&T in the video?
No.
Oh, yeah, man. Casey.
Gonna have
to have some words. Hey, I didn't realize it either until I went on my Twitter 10 minutes ago and saw it here on the laptop. So gonna need to keep those kind of things on the down low, right? Because we're not doing anything good talking about my cell phone stuff and how I maybe did not taking in the sauna when I wasn't supposed to, and AT&T didn't know about it. And now Bills Mafia is taking it upon themselves, I guess. I mean, it's one person, but it might, it might transpire to more people. I'm taking AT&T in it, so I get in trouble. Can't be having it, man.
Oh, that's amazing.
Can't be having it, man. For what? I can't wait to ask. You know what? I'm gonna keep it within check. I'm not gonna get emotional about it. Get my new phone today. We move. Let's talk sports.
Okay.
You good with that, Hamby?
I am cool with that. And I will start with this.
Please.
So the guys are talking right now, both Gladstone and Liam Coen. Brent is there. Olivia Tashley is there. And so far, obviously not listening to it, the one note that I'm seeing from Olivia and really everybody else, and we'll get the exact quotes shortly, but
somebody said that you guys did a great job this year.
No.
Oh.
No Lynn Jonesing.
Oh, no. Is Lynn Jones there?
I'm looking at a picture of the room, and I don't see Mrs. Jones. I'm not positive, though.
Okay, got you.
Here's the note. Gladstone says Travis Hunter is expected to still play both sides of the ball, but corner is the position where they have more expiring contracts.
Yep. Hey, he's playing corner.
That's how you take that.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. It's easy, and I talked about this actually on Club 904 yesterday. Hamby, when Jacoby Myers came in, and we were breaking this offense down, we were watching the offense and everything, how many times in those 30-plus point games did we go, man, wish they had Travis Hunter back?
0.
Literally 0, right?
Literally 0.
Was there one time during any game up until the Bills game where you were just like, man, wish they had Travis Hunter to catch the ball? I didn't say it one time.
No.
Now, on defense, how many times, and once again, this is more injuries than anything, but like when Jordan Lewis went down or another player, or like when you saw busted coverage, how many times did you go, man, wish Travis Hunter was back?
A lot.
Okay.
And credit to them. They played really well down the stretch. Not
they
so
did.
Great Sunday.
Some would say they overachieved.
Absolutely.
In a lot of areas.
Absolutely.
It's an open and shut case. Like, it's not complicated. Travis Hunter right now, where this roster stands, is much more needed on defense than he is on offense. And do you know why? Parker Washington says, we're all good. Brian Thomas Jr. goes, you know what? Yeah, maybe I regressed a little bit. Team's still respecting me. And Jacoby Myers is Jacoby Myers. So unless you plan on running 4 or 5 wide receivers like it's Varsity Blues,
which they will never do.
I don't think so, because it's Liam Coen. Probably see some more 2 tight end looks if everyone's healthy. Where do you envision Travis Hunter then?
Corner.
Okay. So, like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Now, that's the fan of me here, Hamby. That's the fan and even the media members saying, well, duh, corner. And open and shut case. Next question.
Right.
But here comes the issue. And
what did you promise him?
Correct. And it's the issue of who he is, I think, as a personality and a player. And it's the issue of how you approached getting him, and it's the issue of what you said when you got him.
Right.
Right? And this is the issue right now. Because it's easy for us to sit here and say, yeah, just put him on defense and sprinkle him on offense. Is that what Travis Hunter's going to want to do? I don't know Travis Hunter personally. I've heard a lot of people, talk about Travis Hunter to me, and I've kind of got a pretty good gauge, I feel like, in terms of the type of player and the type of teammate he is. He's going to want to play both positions.
Sure.
He's going to want to get his reps on offense too. And when you're a general manager and you come out and say he's going to change the game, when you come out and you give up 2 first-round draft picks for him, that's setting the precedent of, hey, he kind of got the keys to the team, right? So now you mean to tell me in a second year, and once again, it wasn't due to the playing ability, it was due to an injury and everything, but now you mean to tell me the second year you're just going to go, yeah, you're going to play defense and we'll sprinkle you on offense, and he's going to be cool with that? I have a hard time believing it, man. Now, hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully everything's all, here's a word I haven't used in a while, hunky-dory and they can just keep on going and you don't have to worry about it. Like, that's a perfect world.
Yeah.
But being the competitor that is Travis Hunter, being the unicorn that is Travis Hunter, I have a hard time believing it's just going to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to play defense and we're all good.
Yeah, let me go from the other side, though, because I think the question is, I agree with you. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how he takes it. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, the decision isn't up to him at the end of the day. It's up to Gladstone and Coen. And they have proven that they're willing to make difficult decisions. I mean, I'm not comparing Travis Hunter to De'Ami Brown, but they gave the guy $10 million and then told the guy, hey, you're not a good fit. We're going to put you on the bench. Like, what do they expect him to say? Now, they don't have to worry about what he's going to think long-term because he's on a one-year deal. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying they have proven that they're willing to have the tough and difficult conversation.
I see what you're saying.
And
not the same player, though, Hamby.
100%.
But let me ask you this. How many times when De'Ami Brown didn't go in the game, the next day was the national media making it the headlines?
Zero.
Didn't even mention it.
I'm again, I know they're not comparable as players.
What was the discourse in the preseason about Travis Hunter? What was leading ESPN and what was leading NFL Live?
Whether he'll play both sides.
Okay.
Yeah, and what I'm saying, all I'm saying is I think that Gladstone and Coen have proven that they don't care about that, and they're going to do what's best for the team.
And I agree with that. Now, the question's going to come if Travis Hunter is going to play along or not. Because I understand coaches run the team and everything.
I mean, what's he going to do? Hold out?
You don't have to hold out, man, but it could be an issue. And by the way, shout out to Matt Kane Cooper picked up on the hunky-dory thing. That is a Ned Flanders thing. That's if you're new to the show, I used to say that all the time because of Ned Flanders, and now we're back. So it comes full circle.
Unbelievable.
But going back to Travis Hunter, listen, hopefully he's just a great teammate and says, you know what, I can just play defense and then you can sprinkle me on. That's fine. But if for some reason, and I don't know what league you've been watching, sometimes players can be outspoken and sometimes players can cause a little bit of a rift and a drama, right? Now, being a first-round pick buys you a little bit of that. Mm-hmm. I think getting traded up for the first pick, the first round the first round pick of 2 first-round picks, yeah, that kind of shows you a little more, man. You probably got a little more power than you even know right now. Look no further than Baltimore. Do you think they were going to choose Lamar Jackson or John Harbaugh?
The player.
Okay. Now, Liam Coen has a lot more equity built up because of what he was able to do with this team.
Right.
My only point is I don't want this to be a distraction. Yes, this is the coach-driven team right now, and Travis Hunter isn't bigger than the team. But my only worry is that he already seems to be a very polarizing player simply because of everyone trying to break down how you're going to use him. What's going to happen if that very polarizing player now becomes a little disgruntled? That's a combination for chaos, and I don't want chaos.
Right.
This team succeeded this year because you didn't have chaos.
There was none, it felt like.
And listen, I'm not going to try to bring up something that's not even a story, but to be fair, the offense ran a little more smoother, it seemed like, when they weren't trying to incorporate Travis Hunter. Now, on defense, obviously, we can say, okay, that they missed him dramatically. But I think this was a situation of Travis Hunter not really knowing the offense, has to, kind of learn the schematics and the details and the motions and things like that. And I'm sure next year when he's got a full season, the full year under his belt, it'll look a lot better. But we weren't sitting here saying, man, we miss him on offense. So I just hope this doesn't become a bigger thing than it has to be, Hamby. And that's my only worry. I'm not worried about, you gave up 2 first-round picks for him. You're only going to put him on defense? I watched the Indianapolis Colts give up 2 first-round picks for Sauce Gardner.
Right.
And he plays one position.
Yeah.
It happens. So I'm not worried about, getting the bang for your buck and getting the value on the dollar. All I'm worried about is if this is going to cause any kind of turmoil within the media and any kind of turmoil in the locker room.
Yeah, I just don't know if look, I mean, at some point Travis Hunter's got to just want to do what gets him on the field the most, right? But if he knows that he can be a lockdown at one position, maybe the injury changes things. Maybe the injury changes things in his mind. I don't know. Whereas, like, hey, before I can really get good at both in the NFL, which I've already proven that I could probably do. I mean, we saw with the Rams game, the guy looked like the best player on the field, but he wasn't really playing corner at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just lock in on one. Maybe what the Jags could do is say, hey, hypothetically, Gladstone just mentioned the expiring contracts at DB. Well, there are no expiring contracts at receiver other than De'Ami Brown and Tim Patrick. So, hey, this season, Travis, maybe it'll be an 80-20 split. You're going to play, or 120, meaning you're our starting cornerback 1. And we'll sprinkle you in on offense. And we will guarantee you that we're going to sprinkle you in on offense. And then next year, when maybe the core of BTJ, Jacoby Myers, and Parker Washington is no longer intact,
which we'll see.
We'll see. Mm-hmm. Then you'll take another big step on offense in addition to still playing 100% of the snaps at corner.
And maybe that's the case. But, Hamby, I want you to read the exact quote again from Liam Coen. We don't have the video right now because I want to make a point here.
I don't have the exact quote.
Okay, but what was the summary of what they said about Travis Hunter?
That his rehab's going well, and this is Gladstone.
Yes.
That they still expect him to play both sides of the ball, but based on expiring contracts, his placement at corner will be the emphasis.
Okay. See, like, to me, that's I mean, and I get it. We're going towards the offseason, so we have plenty of time to think about it. But I don't want it to be, well, we'll see what happens. Like, I feel like you got to get ahead of this thing. And you got to set a precedent and say, you know what? He's going to be our starting corner, and then we'll sprinkle him on a little bit at wide receiver, just so he knows. Like, and maybe he knows behind the scenes what it's going to be, and maybe they're playing a little more slow to the media, and that's fine, as long as Travis Hunter knows.
Right.
But it's like I said going into last season, Hamby. When you have a guy that we've never really seen before in this situation, there has to be a precedent in terms of having that pitch count, saying we're going to put you at this many reps here and this many reps there.
Here it is from Gladstone. I just got the video.
Very fair to say that his rehab process is going as expected, and he's hitting it hard. And, obviously the joy that he brings to just the everyday operation is still something that permeates throughout the space that he enters. And beyond that and the role that he'll play, we still expect him to play on both sides of the ball. Obviously, you can take a peek at expiring contracts on our roster and which side of the ball has more. Obviously, at this point, walking into the offseason, corner is a position that we have a few guys who are on expiring contracts. So by default, you can expect there to be a higher emphasis on his placement. I think from Liam's perspective, he can share it, but the steps that he was taking by the midpoint of the season really made us feel good about what the back half of the year was going to be on both sides of the ball and what that impact was going to look like, being a feature point on offense and an impact player on defense. It was just disappointing timing, but nonetheless feel good about where we are heading into this offseason and what next year should hold.
All right. And maybe it's after the draft. Maybe it's in the preseason. I just hope that there's a precedent that says he's going to play this many reps on defense and then this many reps on offense, just so everyone's on the same page.
But they didn't do that this year because they were trying to play coy with it a little bit.
Yeah, well, guess what? You're past the point of playing coy. Okay, I think. Because coy doesn't get you anything anymore. Like, okay, if he's on the field as a corner, guess what? He's your best corner. If he's on the field as a wide receiver, like, do you think teams are really going to game plan now for Travis Hunter on offense? Like, yeah, they'll be worried about him, but I'm also worried about Parker Washington. I'm worried about Brian Thomas Jr. beating me deep. I'm worried about Jacoby Myers, running the crossing patterns. I'm worried about Brenton Strange, how they're going to use him. Like, I don't know. I don't feel the need to be coy this time around. Maybe I'm wrong. This is why I'm not a coach and I just talk about football on the stream. But I don't think you got to be coy. I would much rather just be transparent so everyone's on the same page, so there's no miscommunication. Because you had such a great thing this season. There was no drama, at least that we knew about, right? I mean, locker room's always going to have a little something here or there, but like there was nothing that ever got brought to the surface. Everyone was playing for each other. It was a beautiful thing. It's a delicate ecosystem. Please don't mess up the ecosystem now with not having everybody on the same page about how they're going to be used going forward. That's all I ask.
We got to take a break. When we come back, we talked about Grant Udinski going to get an interview with the Browns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday. Well, there's news about Anthony Campanile getting an interview.
As there should be.
As well. We'll have that when we come back. Brent and Austin Show 5 minutes away. We'll have more.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service. A meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austin Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Welcome back, Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Right now, Liam Coen and James Gladstone are talking to the media, answering questions down at the Miller Electric Center. And could they be without one or both of their coordinators next year? Anthony Campanile will interview with the Miami Dolphins, according to Tom Pelissero, out in the last 5 minutes. Obviously, as we noted, Udinski is set to interview with the Browns at some point. So now both coordinators have a head coaching interview in the week or weeks after the regular season is now wrapped up. Austin, we knew that this was probably going to be the case. Hopefully, I think all Jags fans and everybody is hoping that neither will get to the job, at least as of right now. Not to hold back their success, but obviously they did an unbelievable job.
Yeah.
We've noted all of the ties to Miami for Campanile. Obviously, he was there, as Brent noted last week when we talked about this, when they had the joint practices with the Dolphins. I mean, it was like a reunion for camp, even though he had spent time with Green Bay in between. Which guy would you, if you had to lose one, which guy?
Well, I'm going to lose the guy that, and listen, I don't think you want to lose either of them, obviously. But holding the gun to my head, making me choose, I would let go of Grant Udinski over Coach Camp. Simply because, losing your offensive coordinator, but you're not losing your play caller.
Yeah.
Losing your defensive coordinator, you losing the play caller, you losing, I feel like, a guy that brought a little more, a little more swag, a little more grit, a little more toughness to this defense, because they really played outside themselves, and I mean that in a great way. I mean that in a team that I feel like on paper, they overachieved to the nth degree. And a lot of that has to do with coaching. So I would much rather, I don't want to lose any of them, but if I had to pick one, I'm picking Grant Udinski, and this is what I've been saying. When you have a team that's looking to start a new foundation and everything, they usually try to course correct and go in the opposite direction.
Right.
Miami had Mike McDaniel. And, this was a guy rocking the dunks on the sidelines, stylish, players coach, easy going, had some great press conference moments, obviously. Just, and really, and with all due respect, but kind of like this nerdy offensive coordinator, geeky kind of guy who found a good thing in Miami and for a while had some success. If you go with the course correction, what's the opposite of that? That's Coach Campanile.
It is.
In every facet.
Yep.
Whether it's style, whether it's attitude, or whether it's where they coach on what side of the ball.
Right.
It's the opposite. So I think New York made a lot of sense for Coach Camp, and I think Miami makes a lot of sense for Coach Camp. Those are two teams that had offensive-minded coaches the last go-around, and those are two teams that I feel like that are in desperate need of a culture rebrand, but also more like a toughness and grit factor.
Yeah.
So wait and see. Do we know how many interviews Miami has right now?
That's a good question. I will look that up.
Because this is like a Tennessee Titans situation where we're just going to throw the whole Rolodex out and interview 25 coaches, or?
I mean, I know they've interviewed quite a few people.
Miami has, okay.
Jesse Minter to Kubiak. Let's see, Stefanski, Patrick Graham. So there's at least 4 right there. Looks like Jeff Halfley I think, is going to be interviewed. Kelvin Shepard from Detroit.
Sure.
Chris Shula. So I'm counting 8 as of right now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, hey, this is the problem when we haven't seen this a lot here. It seems like the past decade, but this is what happens when you overachieve.
Yeah.
And you have a great season. Sometimes guys are going to get poached. Hopefully they can survive this go around, but the way things are trending, you would think if things keep going like they are in the next couple of years, you'll probably be looking for some new coordinators.
But after 1 year, I mean, and coming from a position coach before this, doesn't it seem like teams are a little bit maybe jumping the gun? The history of the NFL would say, hey, you got to wait for at least a couple of years to see if these guys can sustain success, at least at their coordinators' jobs. No,
Sure. No, you're not wrong, Hammy, but this is the NFL, right? And you got to strike when the iron's hot. Teams are always going to take a risk just to make sure like they don't lose their guy. Like I think more teams are scared of missing out on the guy than actually getting their guy, if that makes sense, right? And yeah, like if I'm an owner and everything, or I'm a general manager, I'm kind of calling the shots. Yeah, I'd probably want to see a little bigger of a sample size, but that's not how it works. How it works is the Jacksonville Jaguars, 2 seasons ago, were one of the worst teams in the NFL. And this last season here, they were in the conversations of one of the best teams in the NFL. Yeah, players make a difference, but then when you break that down, well, a lot of the same players came back, and you had a couple free agents here or there, maybe a draft pick here, but theoretically it's the same team coming back.
Right.
So when the same team comes back, obviously coaching plays a part of it.
Absolutely.
And that's why there's right now there's the intrigue of both coordinators. And I always say this as well. And this can help you kind of, lay your head down at night. If you do lose Grant Udinski, it would suck absolutely because you had a great thing here with him and Liam Coen, but I don't think Liam Coen's going to be the guy to say, hey, don't go someplace else, go be a coordinator, go call plays. Like, that's who Liam Coen is, I think.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, and once again, I don't know Liam Coen personally, but he seems like the type of dude that's going to always try to prop up his guys.
Well, especially because he was that guy.
True.
Who bounced around.
True.
And so I think he knows it almost better than anybody.
Yeah. So if that's the conversation that we're having, then Hamby, if you were to lose Grant Udinski, you still have your play caller, and this is why it will always be advantage if you already have the culture in place. And by the way, Liam Coen, even though being an offensive minded guy, he's a culture builder.
Absolutely.
This dude, this guy's got grit. This guy has accountability to the nth degree. Like, he's doing a great job in terms of turning over this locker room, but he's still the play caller, and that will always be the benefit of having an offensive-minded head coach who calls the plays.
Yeah.
That when the coordinators go away, you still can hang your hat on, hey, the system's not going to change. Because that's the most important part of a football team, Hamby. It's your quarterback, and it's the consistency, and it's the confidence, obviously, and it's him being comfortable. We've seen too many quarterbacks in this league have to go with different play caller every single year, different play caller. Yeah, you may change the coordinators, but you're not changing the play callers here, and that's a great thing.
Yeah, and at the end of the day also, if you were to think about even potential replacements, a guy like Shane Waldron, who's the pass game coordinator, he's been an OC before. And to be fair, the fan base wasn't a big fan, but it's also like one of 5 people that's working with the quarterback, not one of one. Because Shane Waldron didn't have the greatest of runs with the Bears when he was their OC. But if he's already the pass game coordinator, it feels like he could be the OC like that.
Just work right into it, yeah.
Look, there's a chance if Coen is as good as we think he is, and if he could be around for hopefully as long as we think he will be, well, then there's a very good chance it might just be a revolving door at OC.
Yeah.
Every 2-3 years.
See,
he'll go get somebody else.
I know.
And then as long as he's still chugging along, and they're gonna want whoever's like Coen might have a tree.
Well, and that's what you want.
At least as a not necessarily a head coaching tree, maybe.
Well, no,
very possibly,
yeah.
But at least an offensive coordinator tree.
No, without a doubt. Like, the goal here, whatever, 6, 7, 8 years from, I just did it. I'll do it.
We got it. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. But like, years from now,
yes,
you're gonna want to talk about, this is gonna be this is a Liam Coen guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a Liam Coen guy. That's Liam Coen. Because remember when Sean McVay was like the hottest thing ever, and even if like you were Sean McVay's neighbor, you were getting interviewed by NFL teams just because like you wanted some of the Sean McVay-ness to wash off on your team.
His
like
wife might have gotten an interview.
Wife might have got an interview.
Yeah.
Distant
his dog.
Distant cousin probably got an interview.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably his distant cousin's working at a Fortune 500 company, has no idea what football even is. Oh, I'm sorry. Is your last name McVay? Yeah, get in here.
Yep.
We need to interview you. That's what it's about, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, hopefully that's how it happens. But like I said, I'm very confident right now. Like, hopefully you don't lose anybody. But at least if you do lose people, the play calling and the playbook and the system will stay the same, and you like that going forward.
Yeah. Trying to catch up on some of the notes out of the press conference.
Hit me with it. What do you got?
Looks like they wrapped up.
Okay.
Well, Coen was asked about both guys potentially getting interviews, and Coen said both guys will be head coaches. They have earned those opportunities to interview for those positions. He's not sure which guys he'll lose this offseason, but, quote, we have to be prepared.
Yeah.
So he's ready for it.
He's ready for it, yeah.
He's ready for it.
Yep.
Gladstone on Britton Strange and Parker Washington. We will take the time here premature to truly dive in, hit that 3-year mark with the new league year. Both Brenton and Parker align with what we want to be. So that makes it sound like potentially, but they're not going to be hastily getting to new contracts for either of those guys.
Yeah, that's fine, man. But I feel like those are two types of guys that you want to keep on your team for a while.
Absolutely.
Simply because, like, yeah, obviously the talent speaks for itself, but the way that they play. Like, we had Jim Nantz on last week, and I asked him, like, give me one. Like, if you go up to somebody on the street, they don't know the Jaguars, like, what are you going to tell them, like, who the Jaguars are? And he said fearless, which I thought was a great choice because I've never really heard that before used with this team, but I think he made a lot of great points with it. I think Brenton Strange and Parker Washington are fearless. The way that they play the game of football. They play it with an attitude, with a demeanor I feel like you want more in that locker room. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know who you restructure or who you repay first, whatever like that, but I do know Parker's got one more year in his contract, and if he even has as close to a season as he had this year, Hamby, I mean, that price might skyrocket. Look what Alex Pierce is about to get in Indy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
he might be getting like 20 a year.
Yeah, and they're saying, hey, he might go to Buffalo. He might go to Kansas City. Like, and I'll be honest, like, I didn't watch, excuse me, I didn't watch a lot of Colts games this year. I understand he had a really good to very good year. But, like, do you think of Alex Pierce as a $20 to $22 million a year wide receiver?
Absolutely not, other than when he was playing the Jags.
Of course.
And then he had another good game a couple weeks ago. But
I mean, could you see Parker Washington if he has a repeat, maybe even better season, do I dare say, than last year?
Yeah.
I can see him making 24, 25.
Yeah.
So,
especially as the market continues to go up. I mean, the highest paid
without a
receivers
doubt.
making 40 right now.
Everyone's looking for a wide receiver,
Yeah.
right? So I would tread with caution here with this situation, because if you wait till the contract runs out or whatever, and then maybe you franchise tag him there, but that's going to be pretty pricey for a wide receiver. But nevertheless, I feel like if you wait too long on Parker, I think the price goes up and up and up. And it's the same thing with Cole Van Lanen, right? Even though I think Cole Van Lanen, he needed a new contract anyways, but like, get it done now. Don't make that playoff run, because then who knows what it's going to be costing you. Yeah.
Reese, keep the peace in the chat. Said, sound like Trayvon will certainly be receiving a new contract. Let's see.
How do you feel about that?
Gladstone apparently said about Trayvon, he loves how much he loves this place and his teammates. We want to make sure we have those people in our building.
Yeah, and I understand, because what did Trayvon even finish with stats? How many sacks? It wasn't
like pretty much none.
I know.
Like, legitimately.
I know.
I think it was 4. Let me make sure.
Yeah.
3.5.
3.5 sacks in the season.
But that dude
and he went
set
from
the edge better than anybody in the entire NFL.
He set the edge, and he also played a technique that I tried to play in Kansas City, and I hated it. And I'm sure he wasn't a big fan of it. And when I talk about the technique, I've talked about this before, and we saw this really highlighted in the Colts game, but you also saw it highlighted against the Buffalo Bills. Low surprise because they can both run the football. He's playing head up on a tackle, and he's being asked to play two positions at once.
Right.
Where if they run the football, you got to go play that 3 technique and play that B gap.
Yeah.
If it's going to be a pass and you feel your tackle pass set, then you got to work from being head up on him. You got to diagnose it and then work outside because you have outside contain and you have the outside rush.
That's not easy.
Well, it's not easy, but also it's not very box score friendly either.
Oh,
like
right.
you're not going to get a lot of quarterback sacks or even pressures because you're putting yourself behind it now because you literally. And to try to explain this to like the casual person, to be a great pass rusher, it's literally, and I know it's cliche, it's a game of inches and it's a game of milliseconds. It really is. And your first step as a pass rusher is everything. Watch Myles Garrett, watch TJ Watt, watch Von Miller in his prime, who kind of he recalibrated what it meant to be a pass rusher. Oh, this guy's undersized. He's going to get pushed around by tackles. Now, if you have the best first step in the league, you're going to be all right. You're going to be Von Miller. You'll be a Hall of Famer one day, I'm sure. So with Trayvon, when you take that first step away and when you have to make him diagnose first and then react and then pass rush second, that's going to cost you. So, yes, I understand. Whatever, 2.5 sacks, whatever he had this year, it's not good enough, right? 3.5. And if they're going to give you a new contract and the way the inflation I feel like works for edge rushers these days, I mean, he'll be getting over 20.
No doubt.
Without a doubt. Like he'll be getting a lot of money. But I don't look at it as, oh, he only had this many sacks, because I looked at him like his versatility in the run game and what they asked him to do. A lot of those things don't show up on paper. So I truly believe if you want to keep this defense how it is and you want to be the number one run-stopping, team in the NFL going on another year, then yeah, you find a way to keep Trayvon Walker.
Yeah.
Was Lloyd mentioned?
Yes. We might have to come back with that.
That's a tease.
Have to come back with that.
That's a tease. Devin Lloyd, what'd they say about him? I can't wait to talk about this.
Yeah. By the way, Trayvon had 8 tackles for loss and what they call 10 stuffs in the run game this year.
It's kind of crazy, too. I'm just thinking about this. Remember when I went on my giant Rashawn Gary rant about how they're the same player?
Yeah. Did Gary have a similar year?
Hey. Rashawn Gary didn't have a tackle for loss or obviously a quarterback sack then since Halloween.
Yeesh. Really?
My bad. Well, and then Trayvon Walker had 3.5 sacks. So are they the same player? My bad, everybody. When we come back on the Brent and Austen show, we're going to talk about Devin Lloyd, what they say about him. I mean, hey, we didn't have a lot of all-pros this year, didn't get a lot of love with a small market team. This small market player got some love. Second team all-pro. What does James Gladstone and Liam Coen think about Devin Lloyd going forward? We'll talk about it next year on the Brent and Austen show.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar, grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you.
Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it.
String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right?
That's right.
So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man.
It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Man, Hamby, I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin. Is it official? Can we say he's stepping down? Is that what the word is?
Stepping down.
Stepping down.
Because he's not retiring.
Not retiring.
And he,
I mean, Steelers.
I don't think they would have.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong on it, but I thought they would have given him more time.
Yeah. I mean, Tomlin's had a lot of time, man.
Nobody's had more time.
Yeah. It's
Were you surprised?
I mean, I was surprised when John Harbaugh got let go, but then it's like you kind of see how it is, where if your team feels kind of stagnant, which the Steelers really have the past decade, then I guess you're moving on a new direction. Now, I will say this, and to me, this is the Mike Vrabel effect. This is what I always say about Mike Tomlin. Give him a quarterback and then see what happens.
Right.
Like, this thing I don't understand with, like, and once again, yes, Tomlin was there for a long time. But how are you going to judge someone as a head coach when they've had Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph to work with for how many years? Like, to me, it's not a fair sample size. Now, if that coach is heavily involved in the draft pick of that quarterback, then yeah, then maybe some of that falls on the coach. But I don't think, like, was Mike Tomlin really banging the table for Kenny Pickett? Maybe he was. Maybe we'll never know. But I always felt like, man, if you just give that guy a decent quarterback, a franchise quarterback, then let's see what he can do.
Sure.
And he had that with Ben, but, like, Ben was on his way out. So.
How interesting. I mean, Tomlin has been the only coach really of my lifetime.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. In the last,
He should go coach the Ravens, and then Harbaugh should go coach the Steelers.
Dude, could you imagine?
Theater.
Well, I think they
sports.
I know you're not on Twitter, but they asked the Ravens owner was doing like a presser yesterday.
Is he the Italian looking dude?
Yes.
I know. I can picture him. Okay.
And they asked him, like, it was like at 2:30 yesterday, and that's when the Tomlin news dropped. They're like, "Hey, Tomlin just resigned, and would you consider bringing him here?" And the Ravens owner was just like, "Only if they go get Harbaugh." Like he made a joke out of it. It was kind of fun to see an owner being able to actually.
I mean, theoretically, and then I'll let you speak your piece.
Yeah.
Couldn't you see Tomlin going to Baltimore?
No.
I mean, what does Baltimore need right now? They need a coach who's going to reinvigorate their defense.
Right.
And I feel like they kind of need a players coach who's going to kind of, rule with respect in a locker room. I feel like Mike Tomlin checks both those boxes.
Yeah, I mean, look. Okay, but first of all, 6 popes, 4 head coaches in the last 100 years for the Steelers.
I was wondering where you're going with that. That's crazy.
Or it's like 60 or 70 years. There's been more popes than coaches. Because it was Cowher, obviously, and Knoll. And whoever was before Knoll was also there for 20 years.
Yeah.
And, okay, but, last 100 years, even before those guys, every coach the Steelers have hired since legitimately the 1920s has been in their 30s when they were hired. Cowher, obviously Tomlin, Knoll, everybody. So that's one of the weirdest traditions I think I've ever come across.
Yeah.
Because that's obviously been passed down multiple owners, multiple GMs, everything.
No, I mean, listen, the Steelers have kind of always done things a certain way, right? That's kind of their brand and what they've done. I mean, I remember this is way back the day before the CBA and everything. They used to sign their first-round picks, I believe, to only 3-year deals. And then they would restructure it so you're essentially getting more of the player in their prime on their second, if not third-year deal, if that makes sense.
Right.
But, they've always kind of done things a different way than every other franchise. And it's had some success, right? Now, how many Super Bowls do they have, the past, 15, 20 years? But they've had success doing it that way.
Right. So, now that he's fired, what should the Steelers do? Did they go get another dude up and coming in his 30s?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's course correction, Hamby.
You think they'll go offense? You think they'll go someone who's never been a head coach before or somebody with head coaching experience?
Is there any offensive guys right now that have had
Stefanski?
Can you imagine if they just reshuffle the AFC North?
Stefanski goes to the Steelers, Harbaugh to the Browns.
There you go.
That would never happen.
Yeah.
And
then Tomlin to the Ravens.
Yeah.
And then
they might as well go ahead and fire Zach Taylor.
And I was gonna say, and then Zach Taylor. Hey, and then Zach Taylor's just like, oh, all right. we won how many games?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm an offensive minded guy. Huh. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
One of the easiest moves that they could make, that I doubt they will, is they could promote Arthur Smith, your favorite guy of all time.
Next.
And I only say that because Arthur Smith.
Next.
It just came out.
We're all good. Next.
Head coaching interview with the Cardinals.
There better be an ESPN 30 for 30 one day on Arthur Smith and what he has in terms of dirt in the National Football League.
Oh, man.
I will tune in live, sit through commercial breaks to watch it. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Because it's something.
That's a commitment.
Did you watch the Steelers offense this year?
Dude, I don't need to have watched that. I watched him as the head coach for the Falcons 5 years ago. Ruined them. Titans.
I'm sorry.
Terrible.
Are you talking about the biggest Kyle Pitts believer on the Atlanta Falcons with Arthur Smith, who I drafted 3 years in a row, and I had to sit through that whole thing wondering, why won't they give the ball to Kyle Pitts? Why is Jonnu Smith having 2 touchdowns a game? Who is Jonnu Smith? That's what I had to deal with.
Jonnu Smith is by far and away Arthur Smith's favorite player.
Hey, what gave you that idea? Was the fact that he got more targets?
He follows him everywhere
Atlanta,
he goes.
Or he goes to Pittsburgh, who has Pat Fryermuth. I think he was a first-round pick, if not a second-round pick. Yeah. I wanted him in Jacksonville. And all of a sudden, Pat Fryermuth is an afterthought. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Pat, what were you? Was he a second-round pick or first-round pick?
I think he was a second.
Okay.
It was a top 60 pick.
Hey, what's up, Pat? Yeah, man, you got a great thing going here in Pittsburgh and everything, and you're a second-round pick, and, yeah, you're kind of a fantasy darling going forward. Yeah, check this out. Here's Jonnu Smith to take all your reps away. Appreciate it. Oh, and then we got Darnell Washington. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and run these 3 tight end sets. Oh, Pat, sorry, you're a little undersized. Why don't you just go on the bench? Cool. Yeah, but can't you help Aaron Rodgers in the receiving game? Yeah, maybe, but it's all good. We'll run Jalen Warren for a couple times a game.
And Jonnu Smith, we'll give him a couple carries.
That's right. Hey, Jalen Warren. Hey, we just gave you, what, $20-something million to be a running back? Yep. And you're kind of this goal line back? Nah, here's Kenneth Gainwell. Nah, here's Jonnu Smith in the goal line. Sorry about it. Don't tell me Arthur Smith's going to be a coach someplace, a head coach, please. I'm over it.
Incredible.
I'm over it. Hey, if Arthur Smith's going to be a head coach someplace, I'm telling you right now, this is free fantasy football advice.
Okay. Don't draft anybody on that team.
Don't draft anybody on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's Travis Kelce as a tight end. I don't care if it's Trey McBride. Don't draft him. Okay? Go get Jonnu Smith in like the 9th or 10th round.
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
Yeah, man. I forgot they do have the same last name. Chad Schultz in the chat said Jonnu Smith is Arthur Smith's child. Now it makes sense.
That's going to be the ESPN 30 for 32.
Real quick, we got to get to Devin Lloyd.
Got to.
But some other coaching news yesterday. Eagles part with their OC, Kevin Patullo. He was getting eggs thrown at his house midway through the season. Is McDaniel a great fit there? As far as an OC?
An OC?
Or is Hurts too no nonsense to he's anti-juice for a guy like McDaniel?
Well, no, I mean, to me it comes down to can he work with Sirianni?
Personalities?
Yeah. Could you see Grant Udinski going to the Eagles?
Hey. Yeah. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Let's not put that out there.
Sorry. And once again, I get it. Like you're kind of going parallel with your career, but if you're calling the plays, then
it's a big step.
An upgrade, and Liam would probably support that. Yeah. But let's not go down there.
Let's not. All right, okay. Devin Lloyd.
Devin Lloyd, what do you got for us?
I lost it. But I'm going to get it back. So
all this Arthur Smith out. Real quick, Hamby, and then of the coaching jobs available now that Pittsburgh's on the market, which job is the most coveted?
It's still the Ravens.
Still the Ravens?
Yes.
Just because Lamar Jackson, you got Okay, that's fair.
Like they're like.
Do you put Pittsburgh second, third?
Probably second or third because you feel like you're a quarterback away. But the Ravens is like that's a walking playoff team.
It should be.
Like, there's no reason.
Yeah, I mean, if you take away the injuries this last year, they probably go to the playoffs. Yeah, okay.
No doubt.
That's fair. Devin Lloyd, what do you got for us?
All right. Okay, so Brent, all I got from Brent on this one is that when Gladstone was asked about Devin Lloyd, that it was like he got almost giddy about the quote was like, how cool was that? The step that Devin Lloyd took and how good he was this year.
Sure.
So I don't think there was really any indication about a contract or anything like that.
There wasn't a question of what are the future plans with Devin Lloyd?
Well, I mean, he mentioned that he looks forward to working with the coaching staff and seeing what can be done in regard to Devin Lloyd moving forward.
Okay.
To me, that's as bland as it gets. That's as. What else can it? I mean, he can't. I mean, Devin Lloyd was incredible. He gave him his flowers.
Yeah.
And he gave him the credit.
Well,
but I mean, what are we supposed to do here?
Well, and here's what it is, right? If James Gladstone comes out and says, "Yeah, Devin Lloyd's one of the best linebackers in the NFL. This guy is an absolute stud. We love to have him back." Well, now that's going to be negotiation tactics for Devin Lloyd's camp, saying, "Oh, you really, really want him back, huh? Well, the price just went up another $2 million per year."
Yeah,
like that's unfortunately how that works. So. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. There's going to be teams that are going to pay a lot of money for a guy like Devin Lloyd, and probably teams that are going to pay a lot more money than the Jaguars are willing to shell out.
Like the 49ers.
Yep.
Commanders, Cowboys.
Yep. To me, it's going to come out whether or not they want to franchise tag him or not.
Yeah.
Which I think you can make arguments for both sides. But then, keep in mind, if you do franchise tag him, then you have to re-sign Travis Etienne, or you have to let Travis Etienne walk. So, all right, we didn't learn much about Devin Lloyd, and I'm not surprised by it. Did we learn anything about Travis Etienne?
Not that I've seen. Not that I've seen yet.
Do I have to go to this press conference?
No, look, the press conference was 35 minutes.
Okay,
I'm
man.
sure it was brought up.
It better have been brought up, because if anybody's been championing Travis Etienne this entire year,
it's you.
It's me.
100%.
And I've asked for 5, Travis. I'll go down to 3%. But just know, if it's 3% and we got to take our talents to Kansas City, so be it, man.
Really?
What do you mean, really?
You can take the talents to KC?
Well, Travis Etienne in Kansas City makes a lot of sense, does it not?
It does. It definitely does.
I'm sorry. A running back that can run between the tackles
get
and can also catch the football?
Just get Dowdle.
Rico?
Yeah, he's already saying that he wants out.
I know.
Didn't take him long.
What happened with him? They went to Chuba, it seemed like, a lot more.
Yeah, he was like, hey, literally the day after they lost, they cleaned out their locker.
Yeah.
The same thing that we just heard from Travis Etienne was like, yeah, I want to be a Jag.
Yeah, yeah.
Dowdle was like, yeah, I'm out. I want to be an RB1. So wherever that is, I'm going to go there.
But can you really blame him?
No, not at all.
Yeah, yeah.
But, I mean, I think that's pretty telling of how stark those two differences are. Etienne's like, I want to be here.
Rico Dowdle or Travis Etienne, who's the top back right now that you're signing? And there's the cases for both dudes.
That's a tough one. I mean, Etienne's been more consistent, I think. But I don't know if that's Dowdle's fault.
Yeah.
You know, if he was given the same amount of carries and opportunities as Etienne, I feel like he would have probably had a little bit better numbers.
Like, imagine going into the Bills game and Etienne gets 4 carries and like, it wouldn't be the same comparison because, like, Chuba's been there for a while. But you know what I'm saying? Like imagine Etienne gets 3 or 4 carries, and then they give Tootin, like, 20.
Right. Let me pull up his stats. I mean.
Rico's?
Yeah,
I mean, Etienne's got him all day, but, like.
Well, he still had over 1,000 yards also.
That's what I'm saying, but, like, he had, like, the crazy games, though. Like,
he did.
To me, Rico's the more boomer bust type of player.
He had a 206. He had a 183 on 30 carries.
I know.
He had a 130 on 25 carries. And then there were some 6 carries in there, 9 carries, 7 carries for 10 yards in the last game of the year.
What are the receptions looking like?
39 total.
Okay.
Let's see how many Etienne had. Etienne had 36.
Damn.
So they
it's a
almost had
little
identical
comparable.
numbers. ETN outrushed Dowdle by about 30 yards.
No. Ooh, I almost.
They had 5 different. ETN had five more receiving yards.
Yeah.
Almost the exact same amount of catches. ETN had 13 total tuds.
Yeah.
Dowdle had 7.
Okay. Well, that's a difference. But then I'm sure Chuba took some of those touchdowns away too.
No doubt about it.
That was a comparison I didn't expect to happen.
Yeah.
I didn't think Rico was in the Travis Etienne category. And one would argue that he was used a lot less. Like I don't care about total amount of carries in the season, but like
total carries, Dowdle had more.
Okay.
Or no, I'm sorry.
No, Etienne probably had.
He did, so Dowdle had 236.
Because he split with Chuba.
Etienne had 260. So about one game more, pretty
Okay,
much.
so then I'll ask the question again. If you're a team in need of a running back, you taking Rico, you taking Travis Etienne?
I'm taking Etienne.
Is Rico younger?
Rico is 27.
Okay.
Which is older.
Okay.
Travis is 26. He's a year older.
I feel like we just did an exercise that nobody else has done in football. For real. Like, who knew that Rico Dowdle had Travis Etienne type numbers?
Yeah. I mean, look, those aren't the only guys that are running back free agents. I mean, Devontae Williams.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a great year.
Mm-hmm.
Had a great year.
Mm-hmm.
Breece Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's got to see the talent there, I would assume.
Yeah. But
and then Kenneth Walker.
Yeah.
As much as the Seahawks shafted Kenneth Walker.
Oh. Charbonnet, man.
And each and every time.
That's that Zach Charbonnet coming at you.
Why would they re-sign him?
Yeah.
So he's going to command money.
Yep. But
hey, if that can tick down Etienne's number a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But here's the thing, and this is the factor, and listen, we can sit here and play games and compare Rico to Travis Etienne. There's one number that is irreplaceable as far as I'm concerned. This was I believe, the 8th year that Travis Etienne has played with Trevor Lawrence. And we know kind of what it was when they let Christian Kirk go. And, Trevor obviously was a professional about it, but I'm sure that kind of irked him a little bit, right? Losing one of your best friends on the team to the Houston Texans, which we know how.
Did you see what Stephen A. said yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Stephen A. Smith do better, huh?
Anyways.
But this is the problem, though, man. He's doing too much political stuff now. He's going on, the news shows, and he's getting his wires mixed up.
Seriously.
This is like sometimes when I drop an anime reference for no reason, and everyone's like, what are you talking about? I get it. I watch a lot of anime. I'm sorry,
too much Florida Georgia Line.
Listen too much Florida Georgia Line as well.
Yeah.
But here's the stat that is the most important stat. 8 years Travis Etienne's played with Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm. That is the most important stat.
And if you lose that, how does your quarterback feel? Sometimes I feel like maybe you got to pay a couple extra $1 million a year just to kind of put your quarterback at ease. And if it's going to cost you, the market value plus $2 million a year to make sure Trevor's good, guess what? I'll spend that money all day. Not me personally, but if I had the team money,
right,
I would do that. It's
right.
not my money. I would. So I'm really curious to see how it's all going to shake out, right? That franchise tag is going to be big because you can only essentially play a tag with one person.
Of course.
And to me, it's either going to be Devin Lloyd or it's going to be Travis Etienne. So we'll see how that shakes out.
I think the tag is the perfect storm. I think if you were to give Tootin and both Tootin and Allen another year where they don't have to be the back, then you go into 2027 thinking that without Etienne, you got a great field.
Yeah.
You got a great backfield.
Yeah.
So, I know $14 million is not ideal. But like you said, and I think that is really, I didn't think about that. Obviously I know the connection is the connection. And it's weird because to me, at least from the outside looking in, it doesn't give off that Trevor and Travis are best friends by any means.
No,
but,
I didn't see them in the Adidas commercial dancing together.
Right. But the fact that you say, look, the most important stat that Travis Etienne has, it's not the yards, It's not the touchdowns. It's not the catches. It's 8 years with Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me a little bit more likely to come to your side.
Of course.
That
welcome.
Hey, maybe.
Hey, Hamby, it took you what 18 weeks to get here,
I mean,
but
look,
it's good to have you now.
I said more likely now. I didn't say all the time.
On the fence.
I'm on the fence. Yeah,
on the
firmly
fence.
on the. Well, all year I've said they're not going to sign him.
Of course.
All year.
Of course.
More than I think they would or should.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why did you draft 2 running backs to not fully, go along with the plan that you were going to hand the field to them?
But okay,
after a year.
But here's how that position works. And by the way, go ahead and saddle up, enjoy your comfortable seat on that fence. Hopefully, it's not a picket one because that would be very uncomfortable. What?
It's not. It doesn't feel good
on the fence. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
okay. As long as we brought on to the same page here, it doesn't feel good. That's all I ask. All I'm gonna say is this:
in my genes.
Sure. Everyone expected Tootin to come in and kind of, I think, halfway through the season, be the guy, right? And I think I kind of expected it, right? Because it was the Bucky Irving role all over again.
Sure.
It didn't happen. Where Rashad White in Tampa may have, faltered a little bit and gave Bucky the keys. ETN never did it. ETN never gave you a reason to go, hey, you know what? Go ahead and replace me. Go ahead and give away my carries and my reps because I'm not playing at that level. Now, whether that was money behind it in terms of you're in a contract year, so that's the motivation or not, I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, he was by far your best running back and your most dependable running back that you had.
There's no doubt.
And when you talk about a team that overachieved like the Jacksonville Jaguars, the last thing I'm trying to do is create more holes again, right? You might have a hole with Devin Lloyd. Yeah, he's probably going to get overpaid someplace else. Doesn't really matter. Probably not going to be here unless you want to franchise take him. But you still got to replace him. You still got to replace those 4 interceptions, those big-time plays. You got to replace that. I don't want to replace Travis Etienne right now because, yes, I've seen some great things from Tootin. Haven't seen enough. I can't comfortably sit here and say right now, hey, if the season starts today and your running backs are Tootin and the Quinn Allen, how are we feeling about it?
Yeah, I think you took a step back.
I don't know.
You took a step back?
Yeah. I don't want to take steps back. I don't want to create new holes. There you go. Travis Etienne, 5%. Or we can go down to 4%.
4? You said 3 earlier.
I know. I'm trying to find the happy medium.
Okay.
Well, because it depends 3%. Where we go. Like if we're back in Jacksonville, I'll take 4%. If we're going to Kansas City, we're probably going to pay you some more. I'll go 3%.
Welcome, Brent.
It's 3%, by the way, because the dollars are higher than even when you played. If you were 3% for your agent, then you're still at 3%, if not 2.5.
No, I'm 5%. I'm Drew Rosenhaus. It's all good.
I get here's the argument on that a little bit. And by the way, I just realized as you guys were, I don't know, maybe this is how you got on it, that there were no questions about ETN, right? In the presser.
Really?
I'm over it. I'm pissed.
Because we've been going through most of the players, and and Allison asked, I was like, well, it's 35 minutes. Surely I just haven't seen it on Twitter.
The whole bit of this, how this started, was what happens if they don't ask a Travis Etienne question when I've come in here every single day saying they should probably re-sign him. And now here we are.
I don't think so, unless I missed it. I don't think there was. There was the Lloyd. Lloyd was very good response. It was interesting.
Yeah, we just hit him.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
And Liv's pulling some of the sound right now, by the way, so we can hear. But unless I missed it.
Gosh,
Lynn Jones would have asked it. Lynn Jones would have asked Travis Etienne.
Absolutely.
We're on the same page. Lynn Jones would have asked it.
Absolutely would have.
All right. We'll see.
35 minutes.
How do you think this works, by the way, when Gladstone goes for 4 minutes on the opening response?
So you're telling me there was 8 questions total?
Yeah, like there's 40 media people in there, number one. And
they asked about Devin Lloyd, yeah?
Yes, we. They,
yes. Sorry. Okay, we.
Trayvon.
I'm not the we. Trayvon.
I asked about Brian Thomas Jr.
Sure.
Travis Hunter was, I think, a multiple question, which probably deserves so, right?
What was the split between Gladstone and Coen?
Okay, but Van Lanen, we know it's coming back. Like, see,
it was the first time though for Gladstone making that move. Extended him.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot to catch up on here.
No, I understand, but to me, a big question is a guy who may or may not be coming back, who was a big part of the offense. I feel like.
Yeah, I think it's fair. I'd also, a lot of times they're not going to sit there and negotiate those kind of things. But
of course
yeah,
not.
I think,
but you get an idea of how they feel about it.
So yeah, I think that was probably. I'm trying because what you do is you leave there and okay, what didn't get asked, and I think that now that you guys, I walked in on this, I was like, I don't know if there any ETN was asked, and maybe it was brushed on a little bit based on everything else. But there was like rookie class stuff, and there wasn't even specific Tootin and run game.
Yeah.
Now, if it makes you feel better, I've got it in my plans for tomorrow's Jaguars All Access, the run game in general. For
what
Liam
time is that
Coen,
at, Brent? So we can
7
watch
o'clock.
that.
Fox
Okay,
30,
fantastic.
Yes, at
Tune in
Spring
to watch
Sports
that.
Brewery in Jacks Beach. But yeah, so apologies.
No, you're fine, man. Who cares?
I didn't think. I really liked one of the last questions I think Jordan DeLugo had. I thought was an interesting one. Was about last year was raise the floor mantra, right? And they delivered on that.
Yeah.
So what's this year? And Gladstone said there will be something this year like that'll be, but we're still evaluating it, haven't named it yet, type of thing. You know, is the way I interpreted it.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting because they did deliver on that. And a lot of the things that they said they delivered on. The Brenton Strange one, it was asked about Brenton Strange and Parker Washington signing, getting them extended maybe earlier. And so, and there was decent response. And again, we know how this stuff works. They're not going to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, we're working on a deal right now. But yeah, I think we missed the ETN one, man. Sorry.
Letting his nuts hang for no reason. ain't that something, man? Ain't that something?
Yeah, that is something. I just caught the end of your conversation. I would let me ask you this though.
I think summarizing real quick. Turns out Travis Etienne and Rico Dowdle are essentially the same person, which we had no idea that even existed.
Yep.
And then what else do we learn, Hamby? You walked in the part where do you trust the running backs going forward? Do you go with a veteran guy? They bring in another different guy, a draft pick, whatever. And then the fact that you can't deny that they played 8 years together, Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence. Do you really want to split that up?
Yeah.
Or are you willing to pay an extra $2 million, a year if it's going to be a little overpay to have him here with Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, first of all, like my opinion on this is opinion part, is I think they should franchise tag him and get him for $14 million. I think it would be well worth it for a couple of reasons. One, you can talk all the continuity. I don't think the 8 years really matters that much. I just think the fact that he was one of your best players on offense matters the most. Yep. What it says to the locker room matters the most. He's still at a very good age. It's not like he's 30 years old. He has proven really a lot to them. I think I already liked him a lot. I think I've been a big defender of ETN for a long time while people were trying to trade him away. So, but I also understand the nature of the position. So I would say $14 million, I think, is the franchise tag number. To me, when you're not allocating a lot of money in your backfield anyway, because you have two rookies, a fourth round and a seventh round, not a first round kind of dollars either. You have very little dollars wrapped up in your running back room for a team that wants to run it. For Liam Coen, who wants to run it, it makes a lot of sense to me, and unfortunate for maybe ETN. He's not going to like the business side of that if you get franchise tag for $14 million. He wants to go make his money. But I think for the good of the organization, I think it makes a lot of sense for ETN to be back here on a franchise tag, to be honest. I think it really is pretty simple. I wouldn't give him a long-term deal at that position because I think he can get stuck on those kind of long-term deals at the running back position. But if it's a 3-year deal worth something, maybe you start to figure it out. But there are also a lot of running backs available, I think, this offseason. So it'll be interesting to see how they do it and how they handle it. But I think I agree with you, right? I think even at $14 million, let's just say that, franchise tag next year, paying $14 million for ETN for a guy that had 14 touchdowns and 1,500 scrimmage yards, and is a leader in that room and can continue to bring guys like Tootin along and everybody else and knows the offense well and became a very valuable piece for you, I think it's a bargain.
Do you think with Trevor's performance this year, he's going to have a say?
Yeah, I think he has a say. I think he had a say last year on some of the stuff, not everything.
He didn't have a say in Kirk, I don't think.
Well, no, I don't think he's just going to sit there and get his way all the time. I think there'll be conversations with Trevor Lawrence, though. Sure. And I do think that has been prevalent. Even over the last couple of years in a couple of regimes. But I think absolutely. I really think it's less performance-based, although it certainly helps. I think it's more like he's part of the CEO of this organization, right? So what does he think? And I think he really admires what ETN did this year. And so I think so. I think that will stay. But, yeah, we'll see. When is franchise tag season? Do we know? It's like in February, right? I think there's like the last week of February. Okay. So we got about a month to hang on and kind of figure it out. Mm-hmm. Other bullet points, by the way, which I think you guys have discussed. So just I'm not going to reiterate to everybody who's been listening, but obviously the Travis Hunter one I thought was pretty transparent. We're going to continue to play him both ways.
Yeah.
Yet, if you look at our contracts expiring, you know which side basically we're leaning on using him to the most, right? Cornerback.
Yeah.
And I mean, was that good enough for you to at least have a plan?
Okay, I mean, I went on a giant rant about this too. So
you don't have to reiterate it.
I'll just no, it's fine, man. I'll give you the bullet points. I think going forward, you need to be very upfront with how you plan on using him, and then there can't be room for maybe use him here, maybe use him there, because the thing that this team had was they played together. There was really no drama that we heard about in that locker room. I feel like if there's a disconnect now of how you use your most polarizing player and media gets wind of that, maybe Travis Hunter's not happy, then you run the risk of having a disconnect in that locker room. That's not what this team wants. So I just ask, whatever the plan's going to be, you make it clear, he understands it, and everyone's on the same page.
Yeah. It just felt like to me he's going to play defense first.
But of course.
Yeah. And then they were asked, I think DeRocco asked about number one wide receiver specifically. And they basically said, hey, we don't have a number one wide. We don't look at it that way, which I can appreciate the response. But I also think that was a little bit of a workaround. Like, I don't know if he's going to play like 40 snaps on offense, so he can't be your number one wide receiver.
And also, you're not going to say, well, actually, Parker Washington's the number one receiver, and Parker's team's going to go, oh, we are? Oh, cool. Then give us number one money. Like, you're not going to say that.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. So I like the Travis Hunter comments. We'll hear from those guys in just a few minutes again, probably by the top of the hour. Definitely on Travis Hunter, on Brian Thomas Jr., and on Devin Lloyd. If there's some other places you want to go, we can go there too. So a lot of today was about culture and obviously the 13 wins and making this work. And it is pretty phenomenal if you really think about it. I think Gladstone said something pretty poignant. Like, there are a lot of people in Jacksonville who had no idea who I was a year ago at this time. They didn't even know who I was.
What was that in response to?
I think it was just about the last year, what he had learned, kind of things like that, right? So, and just kind of absorbing the whole last year. And it might have also been about now having a plan to go forward because he kind of had to hit the ground running. Mm-hmm. But now he didn't get hired till February 21st. So he gets a 6-week head start doing what he can with this organization. And we'll see how much that helps. But it is pretty wild that he's right. Nobody knew who he was at this time. What about BTJ? You guys talk about him? You have to hear. I think you have to hear the answer to BTJ.
Okay.
As Reese just said, he shut you down with that question about BTJ, Brent. I don't know who he is, and I didn't really think it was a shutdown answer. Maybe the Liam side of it, where he didn't really
no idea.
He didn't expand on it too much. But the idea about BTJ was, is he part of the future? And is he, how much more can you get out of him? But Gladstone also mentioned, what we saw yesterday, too. If you look at the stats, he's one of their 3 guys with 700-plus yards.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And he did reference the fact that when Myers came, it allowed him to do the things that he does well. So it sounds like they're going to stick with that.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it's like I said yesterday, if you get a king's ransom for Brian Thomas Jr., I think they have a hard look and decide from there. But if you don't, then, yeah, he's a rookie. You don't want to see him go someplace else and ball out. So I think he's a Jaguar.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't get any sense that he'd be gone. But it also – and in fact, actually, I think the end of Cohen's thing was, look forward to that part of it or something like that, which made you be like, hey, they're not doing anything with it. Mm-hmm. But to the same point, I think they listen on everything.
You got to.
You get your Trevor question in?
Which one?
What are these other levels that you can do?
No, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We got layers of this.
I understand.
So yeah, we'll wait on the Trevor. I didn't really think there was anything crazy on the Trevor stuff. Just to Trevor was what it was, the evolution of that. Mm-hmm. Although I will say, I've been in love with the Gladstone soundbite from the walk before the season, where he said good teams get better in the offseason and great teams evolve during the season. And I really didn't think of it in terms of a Trevor type of deal. I felt like more of a Jacoby Myers, or like if you trade for Newsome, or you make some of those kind of moves, right? You bring over Tim Patrick. Like those are, you feel like they're acquisitions. I didn't really think about it from like a Trevor. Gladstone kind of brought that back up, the idea that you evolve the great teams, and the evolution of Trevor in this system was something that he acknowledged as part of that. Who grew the most this year for the Jags?
Say it again. Who
developed the most?
Who developed the most? Devin Lloyd. Went from being a guy who
we questioned whether he's going to stick around in the league
to an all-pro.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
I think it's Devin Lloyd, yeah.
But not where's Trevor on that list? Is he next?
He's high.
I mean, he's high for sure. I mean,
Parker's got to be too.
It depends what the criteria is, right? Like Lloyd's for sure first, and I think Parker and Trevor are. I'd probably put Trevor above Parker just because he's more important, obviously. But Parker's right up there.
Yeah, I wonder how they would answer. I mean, you also Buster Brown.
Yeah.
Again, it starts to fizzle. I mean, you get your A-listers, and then you go along. But Anton Harrison, I think they would say they really got a lot of.
Yeah, and they challenged him.
Strange became almost like a household name a little. He started to. Him and Parker became names that people now know a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Taylor's saying ETN.
Yeah.
Although the thing about ETN is we've seen it before.
True.
Did you think he looked a lot different than what he looked in 22 and 23?
I mean,
he was productive.
I talked about this in training camp, man. He looked like he wanted to make a statement.
He looked faster at times, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's him or maybe because he's healthier.
Whatever it was, yeah. I feel like he kind of reached a new gear this year.
Yeah. Where are we on break? Should we take one?
100%.
100%.
100.
All right, let's take it. And we'll come back and hear from these guys. Second team All-Pro, Devin Lloyd. Going to get a lot of money.
Good for him, man. Probably won't be here if he gets the money.
See you in San Fran.
If you want to play tag, play tag.
Yeah, I doubt they're playing tag with him. I think that one's around 20-something million.
Yeah.
I maybe should lend more credence to him coming back, but I really don't. I think he's gone. Like, I've convinced myself that he's gone.
Just because of the price tag, obviously?
Price tag, I think the market, and I think what probably they want to allocate toward the linebacker position with Foye making $15 million already. And here's the other thing I'll say, and now, listen, go back to August. Ventrell Miller and him were fighting for the job.
Sure.
So can they get really good play in this system from Campanile with Ventrell Miller?
Here's a question. We can go into break. Who would you rather have, Lloyd or Foye?
That's a good one. Maybe we'll answer it when we come back. As long as Campanile stays.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, we have what you need.
Get a Moto Guzzi Stone Corsa for just $235 a month, or a Triumph Trident for as low as $207 a month, or the popular Honda Rebel 1100 DCT starting at a low $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from all of our great brands, only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply put, it's TV online. Local sports content all day, every day. Just like this.
Did you always want to make history? Like, think that big, or just say, hey, I want to play in the NFL?
I always say I want to play in the NFL.
That's it. Back to her left side. Takes a shot. And into the back of the net.
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, my goodness.
What a pass.
Say he doesn't make a tackle. You still feel like his presence is felt in every single play.
I did have a sense that they wanted to be bold, that they wanted to make a splash.
It's content you won't find on TV. Find it on actionsportsjacks.com and just sit back and watch local sports all day on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep,
Not
can't eat.
eating.
You see that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $100 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy.
Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47. CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
Baker Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School. Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I thought you were going to throw one of my graphics up from what I sent you. I mean, some of the pictures and the text. Got anniversaries to celebrate today on the show. Oh, there's that one. Oh. That's not an anniversary one. Oh. This is actually a bit surprising. It does not feel like, I feel like we're going to turn a narrative into the defensive interior played like crap in the last month. But I didn't feel like that. Was that just because they were winning and beating up some good, not so great teams at times?
Yeah.
But they stopped the run very well. But I guess that's all they did. They stopped the run really well, just couldn't rush the passer.
Correct, yeah.
Yep. So Daniel Griffiths writes about it today on actionsportsjacks.com. A little deeper dive into this, but that is not good production.
No, not at all. And that's probably going to be a need in the draft.
And hey, here's the deal too. The one thing, I think Armstead's been an interesting conversation, but I didn't realize this. I thought, I guess I don't look at the whole contract stuff way out too often, and now we get to the time of year where you do, and some of the cap stuff is. I don't even want my brain going to the places you got to go with some of the dead money stuff and the this and the that. So I'll leave that up to the people that really want to dive into it. But the reality is I did not realize how expensive Eric Armstead was going to be this year. I mean, and I'm saying 26. Usually on a 3-year deal, you get out of those deals after 2 years. Like most every deal, you can get out after 2 years.
I assumed that was going to be the case.
No, I did too, because for so long, the one thing around here is that's the way it's worked.
Yeah.
But Balky, this might be Balky's biggest mistake.
Careful, Brent.
Dang it. I've been praising him for the last couple weeks.
Yeah, but this might be where he left you with a bag of crap in terms of the dead cap money and other potential contracts, because he did start pushing stuff down the road too. But some of the contracts that he did in that final year were more, hey, it's all guaranteed, or that was part of the thing of getting Armstead here. That's probably why this was enticing to him.
Yeah.
One, hey, play maybe a little more defensive end, but also one, hey, here's the money. And it's not a 2-year deal. It's really like a 3-year deal. He's like a $19 million cap hit.
Oh.
Armstead's a $19 million cap hit. Again, this isn't Armstead's an aging player to begin with, all right? This isn't a, hey, hammer Armstead moment. He's an aging player at 30, going to be 33 years old?
Heck, I'm going on Armstead's Instagram right now to see if he said something about you.
So
that's brutal.
I don't know what they can do with that. Is the point.
brutal.
Like, they're not trading that. If they cut it, they don't really save much.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of stuck there with maybe a guy that can be a rotational player, but he's going to be a very expensive rotational player. And the bottom line is you need to upgrade. Mason Smith showed you nothing. He doesn't look like he's going to be a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whiff. And now I was talking to Tyler last night about the upcoming draft. That they've got 9 draft picks. I could see this team in their first 4 draft picks, whenever that happens, taking 2 defensive tackles.
Sure.
Now, maybe you don't, because you do have Armstead still under contract. But, I mean, it looks like Armstead's going to be on this football team next year. And either he has to play – he's not going to play to that number. The reality is he's not going to play to that number.
But
maybe, even if he doesn't, what can they do?
Well, you can find a team to take on half the contract.
And maybe do something like that.
There's ways around it, but
Yeah.
it's not ideal by any means. Yeah.
So that is you're stuck on some of those. So you asked the question right before. And I wouldn't say – by the way, I don't feel – this feels like such a knock to the player. We know that Armstead at this day and age isn't going to play up to $19 million. Okay, that's reality. Money is crazy in the NFL, but $19 million performance is also like you got to play at a Pro Bowl level. The thing about Foye Oluokun, when you ask this question, is a $15 million guy, and I think we can go back and forth whether at this day and age in his career, as he moves over 30 years old, whether he's lost a step, which is some of the curiosity that he's not as fast as he used to be, which is natural, by the way, folks. But he still had 143 tackles, and he felt like he was a really big part of this thing. Mm-hmm. So I have confidence that he can come back and he's going to really deliver. But he, too, there's not a lot of wiggle room here to say, oh, let's just cut him and save $8 million.
Sure.
Then that's not going to happen either. So you asked the question, if you had a choice, forget about the dollars and cents for a second. You could only pick one, Devin Lloyd or Foye Oluokun.
Yep.
Which one would it be?
Correct.
And I think most people right now would lean on Devin because he's 27 years old.
Correct. Foye is 30, I think.
Yeah. I also think it's fair to wonder, did he just have a career year and everything work out well? And is Devin going to play to this capability ever again in his career? Where you know what you're getting with Foye, right? Like, you know what you're getting.
Okay, real quick, Hamby. Yeah, the ball maybe fell in his lap, but
that's not
it
fair
didn't
to
fall
just
in
say
his.
that.
No, it's not, because some of the interceptions that he had were fantastic catches that not every linebacker in the NFL is going to make.
And great disguise, by the way. Like,
Correct.
It was knowing the system, knowing the play, knowing the film, and then making a play.
Yeah. Is he still a liability in terms of deep zone coverage? Sure, I'll give you that. But he also made some great plays this year, and it's why he got the All-Pro nod.
I'll tell you, the thing that I take away from Lloyd more than anything else in let's just say the last couple of weeks, but specifically on Sunday, he didn't have a splash play in that game. But I thought he was terrific in that game.
He had a nice tackle, didn't he? Didn't he have the...
Yeah, he might. I'm just saying, he didn't have...
Okay.
Not everything has
Thought
to
he
be
covered
measured
well.
on 5 interceptions. Like, he had an abnormal year for a linebacker,
He
right?
also recovered the fumble on the kickoff.
Oh, he did. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing, and you'll hear from...
He's valuable there.
You'll hear about Devin Lloyd in a moment from Gladstone. I think we have that in there, Hamby. But he played special teams too.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, he's being asked to do quite a bit. How would you answer your own question?
I asked it first. You guys got to answer it, man.
No, I said Devin Lloyd because
you're saying Lloyd
because
okay.
of the age.
Okay,
and so I'd buy in. Now it's more expense.
Of course.
But I do think, I mean, you've got one more year left with Foye, and that's it.
Yep.
So you can build around a guy like Lloyd. If you think he's really good, then he's a building block for years to come.
Hamby, what do you got?
I think I would. You're asking me to do this without the money or with the money?
I'm no money involved. Just based off what
age, performance,
what they bring on the field. Yeah.
Then I would just by a smidge take Devin Lloyd.
Trying to ride that fence again, aren't you?
He is. He's a fence rider.
God, man.
Make a damn decision.
I said
saying.
Lloyd.
By a
If you
smidge.
include the money, then it's Foye.
Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna say Lloyd as well, just because I think he's like. And listen, Foye has been nothing but dependable as that middle linebacker, getting guys lined up properly and everything. But to me, it's almost the more boom that you get for Devin Lloyd. It's the boom that you get in terms of obviously making plays with interceptions, but it's also the boom that you get, I think, in some of those packages when they ask him to blitz and he's setting the picks and he's running the exits in the Tex games with Josh Hines-Allen or Trayvon Walker. I don't think Foye can do that. So I lean towards Devin Lloyd because I think he just can offer you a little more. Now, money is a different thing. It's going to be a lot more expensive to keep Devin Lloyd. But just based off of what they are on the field, I'm picking Lloyd.
Is there a projection somewhere out there on Devin Lloyd? Dollars?
How much he's going to make?
Yeah. Here you go. I just looked up real quick. Roquan Smith's getting $20 a year. Fred Warner's $19 a year. Tremaine Edmonds, $18 a year. Matt Milano, $14.2. Patrick Queen, $13.7. That's according to AI. And it looks like the same. It looks like the same is in that realm for now Spotrac. So I've now gone to that just to double check. Foye Oluokun last year at $10 million. He was 15th in the NFL. Very fair, right? But if he goes up to $15 million, which he is this year, he's a top 5 linebacker. Now we'll see how much the dollars go up. Yeah. He'll be a top 5 linebacker. So. I mean, I got to believe that Devin Lloyd's going to get about $15 million a year on the market. And that would be, let's just say at 27 years old, he's probably looking for a longer-term deal, but let's just say it's a 4-year deal in the range at about, what, I don't know, 60-something million. Where's Delphonic when we need him? He nailed the Jacoby Myers one. But, so you said boomer bust. It's interesting. You almost like the boomer bust.
I didn't say he was a boomer bust. I said he's a
boom.
He's a major boom.
Just a boom.
Yeah, I didn't say he was a bust.
But like the floor of Lloyd feels like it can be pretty busty.
Well, like I said, the one issue is that he can be a liability in deep zone coverage, and like if that's what you ask him to do, you don't feel comfortable with that. I think a great coach, a great coordinator can take players' weaknesses and not get those exposed.
Yeah, which it looks like he did.
Hence why we saw him blitzing and playing more of those short concepts a little bit more than having him drop back really deep. Because when he dropped back deep, you saw what happened. I think that was the Dalton Kincaid touchdown where he was trying to point off and everything and pass the coverage on. Didn't work. It's a touchdown Bills. Yeah, you don't want him in those situations.
I think there are two interesting thoughts about this that they would know better than us. Mm-hmm. And I've said this for years around Foye Oluokun. I think he's not only a really good football player, but I think he's the glue at times that make guys like Devin Lloyd work. So because Devin Lloyd can just go play. He doesn't have to worry about anybody else because he knows Foye is playing now and is going to be in the right spot every single time and get everybody else. So he can just go play. Yep. And I think there's don't overlook that is my point. Like that's kind of like putting Brian Thomas Jr. back on the outside because of Jacoby Myers. You don't have to worry about him going in the inside. Right? I mean, you get the best out of that guy because you have Foye Oluokun on the field. I think the next part of this, and another tough one to answer, but in August, remember, this was Ventrell Miller and Devin Lloyd fighting for a job, the starting job. Not a job, but starting job. And that was an even deal. They were splitting time in preseason games. And obviously, Lloyd, I think, was it because of injury? Or I think he just ended up winning it out. They put Lloyd in. And he takes off right away. I mean, he obviously played awesome. So my curiosity, Austin, is, Well, is Ventrell Miller, can he come in the same type of situation with Campanile defense, playing next to Foye, and maybe not deliver an all-pro season, but deliver a pretty damn good season?
Sure. Can he deliver a good season? I would say that. Is he going to be Devin Lloyd? Absolutely not. Because they're two different players. Like, we knew what Lloyd was. There's a reason why they gave up what they gave up to get Lloyd in the draft.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why. Wasn't he like the whatever? Is it the Nagurski? What's the top linebacker in the college football?
Oh, right now?
What's like the award called?
Yeah.
Is that Bronco Nagurski?
I think so.
That sounds right.
Whatever. He won an award for being a really good linebacker in college. For a good reason, because he had the speed, athleticism, and everything else. It's just we didn't get to see it come to fruition the first couple of years because I think a lot of people would say they didn't use him properly. And I think this year was really the first year that you saw what he's capable of when you put him in positions to succeed. So, yeah, what we've seen is Ventrell Miller, and I think Ventrell Miller is a great tackler. I don't think he's as dynamic, as explosive, as fast. I think he's dependable. But, like, if you're talking about a game changer on defense, I mean, that's Lloyd.
Yeah. Well, and by the way, that would come at that's what they're going to ask themselves. That's going to come at $15 million versus a $2 million player, or whatever it might be for Ventrell Miller's probably not even making $200 million. $2 million. Hey, we have the Lloyd one. So here's Gladstone talking about Lloyd.
Man, how cool was that, right? Such an impactful season. What he meant to our end result was certainly notable. The way in which he operated on a daily, weekly basis was really cool to watch and observe. He committed himself to being the best version. The connection between him, the coaching staff was real. He was being deployed in the right ways. He felt confident in the ways that he was doing it from both defense and special teams. Like, you're talking about a guy that is playing at an all-pro level on defense but is running down on kickoff every time we score and making plays for us. So extremely happy for Devin and his production this season and finding real footing in a way that aligned with what he knew he could be. Look forward to working through the offseason process with our coaching staff and everyone else to determine what's best for everybody and seeing if there's something to be done. But nonetheless, the role that he had and what we did this season was real, and I think it was very vivid for all to see.
Pretty cool answer, I think, from Gladstone, from a guy that might know that he's losing him.
Sure,
a lot of praise on the way out the door, potentially, for Devin Lloyd.
I think it also spoke volumes when they said, "Hey, he was being used the right way."
Yeah, that was big. That was big. That was a little slide in there.
Well, I mean, but it's the truth. Like,
yeah.
We all saw it. Like,
why did it take 4 years to use him the right way? I guess that'll be a mystery for everybody.
It's a great call. It's a great call. Well, when you have a vision of because obviously Trent Baalke saw what he could have been, and then I think you had different defensive coordinators that want to do different things. And that's what you get sometimes.
So do you guys read into anything that you just heard? Like, oh, they want him back, or they're going to try to figure this out? Or, again, I will just tell everybody here, like, for the next 4 or 5 weeks, the coaches kind of go away. They kind of break, and then they'll come back in, mid-February, early February. And some of these conversations with scouts and Gladstone's people and everything else, his team, will have already taken place, but I just don't think they put the whole thing together. Mm-hmm. But usually you have an idea of, okay, we want this guy back or not.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to definitely offer him. I just think there might be higher offers someplace else. Yeah. And if that's the case, I think it comes down to whether you choose to franchise tag him. If you don't, then, I mean, it sucks to say, but unfortunately he might be gone. But it's hard to justify it because, you know what I say, you don't ever want to lose your best players on either side of the ball. And
was he the best player on defense?
Well, I mean, he was an all-pro, Hamby. That's pretty good. I would say,
yeah.
I mean, who do you think, Josh Hines-Allen?
No.
I mean, you can't say Trayvon.
This year, your best player on defense was Devin Lloyd.
Yeah. No, Brent? Who you got?
I don't know, guys. You see it from a different lens, a way better lens in that respect. From a down in, down out, I still feel like the guy making that changes the way teams play or whatever is Josh Hines-Allen. I mean, I think, what did he have, 100 pressures this year? He's getting double teamed. Like, people are game planning around him. He's very good against the run. He does it all. Like, I think he made some beast plays when he needed some big moments to step up. Like, I know the sacks weren't 15. I get it. I'm not arguing he should be an all-pro this year. But I do think when you look at the Jaguars defense, to me, he is down in, down out, consistently, game in, game out, your best player. And I think he actually played like that, even though the sacks might say whatever it is, 7 or 8.
Yeah.
That'd be and I think you could almost argue too, and I wonder if they would, is Foye. To me, he'd be next.
You think Josh Hines out and then Foye Lukin?
Again, down in, down out. Down in, down out.
Well, but what is down in, down out?
Well, I think it's being consistent every play and counting on things every play and making plays. And I think Foye made a bunch of plays, not just tackles. I think he made a bunch of plays.
Yeah.
So, again, the truth, I don't mind you guys saying Devin Lloyd. I get it. I think he was super impactful. And by the way, there's some of these metrics, whatever they throw out there, like he changed games this year. He absolutely changed games.
He won games.
He won games, yeah. So I'm not. I can't sit here and tell you you're wrong. I'm not going to argue this until I'm
I hear you, man.
Face,
but real quick, give me the defining Foye Lukin play this year.
Sure. I was trying in real time actually when I was saying that to think of one. I can't. And by the way, even if I got one, I wouldn't have 5. Sure. I can pick Lloyd's 5.
I mean, to me, it's Kansas City. Though. Like, I mean, I get he's got interceptions, but like to me, it's the Kansas City play.
Well,
like
I think
that.
Kansas City and Indianapolis, 2 huge games.
I know, but like to me, the Kansas City game, prime time, interception, pick 6, like that changed the whole game around.
Oh, that one will be remembered forever.
Yeah.
San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, huge games came up big, and that's a lot to be said for that. To me. When you that's what I said about Trevor. And part of my defense of Trevor, I think he's come up big in some of the biggest games this season. The Chiefs game, the Colts game, the Denver game. And I actually thought he came up pretty big in the Buffalo game. But Lloyd, too, showed up big in the Buffalo game without the splash play, showed up huge in the San Fran game, showed up huge in the Chiefs game, showed up huge in the Colts game. I'm making your argument for you.
No, that's good, man.
But even Josh Hines Allen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that he had 3 splash plays that I remember that changed games.
Sure.
So I think you guys make a good point. You might be absolutely right. And if that is the case, then that's going to be a very ETN conversation, right? Like, how do you remove
how
that?
do you justify it?
I would love to sit there and if you could have the truth serum conversation with Campanile.
Yeah.
And say, who's the guy he can't live without?
Sure.
Because that's really what we're asking, right?
And once again, what would the franchise tag be for linebacker?
I thought I saw, and I'd have to double check this, but maybe the chat knows too. Didn't I see something like 25 or 27 million? I think it was crazy.
Yeah.
Because really, wouldn't you like to see it again from Lloyd?
Of course.
Because you just don't know.
But you just don't know. But like, if you
AI says $25.5 million.
All right. Okay, if you got to spend 25 on arguably your best player on defense for a year, and then you can still trade him too. Keep in mind, like you find a franchise tag him, and if another team's interested down the line,
you can do one of those transition.
You can do the transition tag, so then you can get some capital for it. I mean, what do you got to lose? Because either you bring him back for the 25 or whatever. I guess what would the transitional tag? Because it's different.
Yeah, the transitional tag, it goes to draft. You got to give up draft picks like hefty. That's why a lot of people don't use it. A lot of people don't use it. So
all right, never mind then.
Listen, fair point. Here's what I would say, and I don't know if they can afford $25 million for a franchise tag. Like, can they? Yes, but do they want, in their grand scheme of things, because of some of these Armstead deals and other deals?
Yeah.
I don't know if that one makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
and they're already paying a lot on defense, Austin. That's my other thing about ETN, is they're really not paying a ton of money on offense. Mm-hmm. The deals that they have on their offensive line are very mediocre deals. They're very cost-effective deals. Parker, Brenton Strange, rookie contracts. LeQuinn Allen, rookie contract. Brian Thomas Jr., rookie contract. Jacoby Myers is getting paid like a 25th best wide receiver right now. And that's it.
Yeah.
So for ETN to make $14 million, I think he becomes like their 4th highest paid guy.
Fine, yeah.
Which isn't bad. Like they're really allocating a lot more money right now on the defensive side of the ball between Jordan Lewis and Josh Hines Allen and Foye and even the Eric Murray kind of deals and Devon Hamilton's deal and Armstead's deal.
You know what'd be cool is if they restructured Trevor's deal to get Travis Etienne back.
And that could be. Do you know what? Because here's remember all the discourse we were having with Trevor.
Yes.
Middle season, people are like, well, he's not a $55 million quarterback. He's actually getting paid $27 million this year. So, like, if you take it for what he's getting paid this year, They got a ton of value out of him at the end of the day because it was $27 million. I don't know what that goes to next season.
It says $24 million cap hit next year.
Okay. So they've actually got some space anyway. He's got a pretty friendly deal in terms of negotiating those kind of contracts, I think. Mm-hmm. Anyway, hey, BTJ, and if you missed Travis Hunter, we'll probably get back to that. We'll hear from James Gladstone and Liam Coen on Brian Thomas Jr. when we come back. Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Noon hour we go here on a Wednesday to wrap up the 2025 Jaguars season. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Look at this. I didn't know you were going to go that. That was a nice sign that the kids made when they were like, gosh, it feels like they were a lot younger. What's 2019? 7 years ago?
It's great penmanship.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Very
7
good.
years ago, that means kids were 13. That might not be great penmanship for a 13-year-old. I don't know.
I mean, the
That's
bottom
pretty
part
good,
with
Kaylee.
the
That's
cursive.
Kaylee. Kaylee has
That's
pretty
Kaylee?
good hand. Ty looks like he should be a doctor.
I mean, yeah, that's true. No, Kaylee's rocking like the, what do you call it, calligraphy?
Very good.
There we go.
Isn't there something about that, like you'd kind of like to be able to do calligraphy?
Yeah, but then it kind of dawns on you, like, what do you need it for?
Yeah.
You know? Because I remember having to do that in art
exactly.
class.
Yeah, like,
and it's
why?
like, we spent like almost a semester learning calligraphy.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We took a class. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. And it was cool.
I always
but-
liked the pens.
Yeah, but it was always stressful because we had to do like our final project. We had to make like this giant, we had to put like on a giant poster thing and just, obviously calligraphy. But dude, you mess up one time, that's it. It's over. Unless you want to use like that cheap whiteout and then you can see.
Whiteout.
Yeah.
Do you even know what whiteout is, Hamby?
Yes, I've used it many times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They still use whiteout?
Well, I don't know about now. I did in high school all the time.
Penn State does.
Great one.
Good.
Thank you, man.
You have the other picture from the ESPN? Look at that one.
Oh,
so
I remember
this is the deal,
day.
man. 7 years ago today, it launched.
That's crazy.
7 years ago today, launched
Man.
that sucker over on ESPN.
Yeah.
So that's where all this stuff was kind of born. That's pretty
We
wild.
look the same, huh?
Kind of. Yeah, not bad.
We didn't like. Yeah, it's
Y'all both look the same.
yeah. 7 years ago.
That's
Well,
not bad.
much changed. Yeah, it's all right.
I always say this when we do this. I thought it was going to last 8. I gave the window 8 to 18 months.
I remember.
That's what I said. It was an 8 to 18 month window. We lasted 5 years.
My friends had a bet going if I was going to get fired in the first month.
You had your apology letter written.
I had my apology letter.
And ESPN Radio still exists up there.
Oh, good.
But
Yeah,
we moved down here.
sure did.
I'm not knocking it.
No,
It's just
who is?
it's an empty studio.
Wouldn't knock it. It was a good time.
It is a good time.
Yeah.
It's evolved into this. The
Go
reason
ahead, Austin.
the reason
Put me back on.
they use it for corrections or sniffing. Whiteout is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
The reason this exists, by the way, is because ESPN started in 2009.
Without a doubt. Yep. And we owe them a lot. And you know what they say? You're only as good as your last game. And my last game for ESPN 690?
Very good. Look that as a meme, fellas.
Then this.
Then there's this. Urban Meyer 5 years ago. Like, I get, it's just amazing. That's what I love about Facebook memories.
Yeah,
I'll look it up and be like, the reminder of Jag seasons gone by.
Yep.
Is something I always get. Now, same thing on January 14th, 2021. The Jags, I'm not 21, January 14th, 2018, Jags beat the Steelers. I didn't put that one in. But January 14th, which, by the way, is my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Dad,
Nice.
is a significant day around here, at least on my Facebook memories
Happy
timeline.
birthday, man. Yeah.
So, Urban Meyer. I will always say I was kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit that.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was excited about it, I always go back to this, is because one, I was like, you know what? Shad's going for it. He went for it, which I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
And number two, like, okay, this might be clunky at times. It can be dramatic at times, but Urban Meyer wins. And Trevor Lawrence, quite frankly, wins. The stunner of all stunners in my history here in Jacksonville of 18 years is probably the fact that Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence won 2 games that season together.
Yeah.
I just thought they would because that's what they do. When you win, it's in your DNA, right?
Yeah.
Like winners win for whatever reason. Sometimes they fall into it, whatever. But I just feel like winners win. And Trevor had lost 4 times in his career. Urban had lost like 10 times in his collegiate career.
Yeah.
So to see them lose together 13 games, 2-13, I think was Urban's mark, is still maybe the most astonishing thing. To see that it ended after 15 games wasn't as surprising.
And now you watch the Big Ten Network, you almost forget about that whole chapter.
Yeah,
with him, I mean.
Urban's an interesting deal now because he went right back to that.
Yeah, didn't take any time off, right?
Didn't take really any time. They welcomed him back. They didn't seem to mind it. He lives in this almost with a stained persona across many different chapters. Mm-hmm. But he just keeps moving and chugging along like nothing happened. Most recently, have you guys noticed that because he's up now in the Ring of Honor, I think it is in Gainesville. He's been at Florida a lot more. Like he's going to basketball games. He's been at football games.
He was at Summerall's.
He's at Summerall's opening
conference.
presser. So it's almost like he's reached the chapter where he's now invited back and part of the Florida lore, which for a long time he wasn't. Like Gator fans didn't like him. I don't know how Gator fans feel about him now, but they certainly have welcomed him back there to the campus and everything else. So can you think of another guy that continues to chug along? Maybe we see him almost all the time, but has the stains of Urban Meyer that people maybe don't like him for or whatever else. You take a Johnny Manziel or somebody like that, right? Like that has some issues and stuff, but he's not in the spotlight every week. He's not in front of millions of TVs.
Dudes could have been, but then he screwed up his chance at College Game Day. They had to go to replacement.
Yeah.
Interesting question. Is there anybody else that I can? Not that comes to my mind.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I'm trying to think of the hosts that are on, some of the big. I mean, people will say there's someone said something about Shady McCoy or something in his personal thing, but it's not like this litany of things. I mean, Urban has chapters of this stuff.
Richard Sherman, Brent?
Yeah,
your dude?
I don't think so.
Richard Sherman? No?
I wouldn't say it in that light.
Okay.
I don't feel that way. My point is, when you have stuff that's happened to Urban Meyer in his career, the fanfare goes away at Florida. Ohio State, it didn't dip as much. But then what happened to him here? Usually those guys do what you just did, back out of the spotlight.
Yeah.
And just go get a farm somewhere in Ohio or, play golf in Sarasota.
Sure. Yeah.
Which might tell you a little bit about his personality. He ain't afraid of that. He just keeps coming.
I guess, man. Yeah, because I think a lot of people would have been like, all right, well, this didn't work out. Let me just go ahead and take some, let me just disappear.
Fade away. I would tell you this, if stuff like that happened to me in the spotlight, I'd be living in Wyoming.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't put yourself in that situation in the first place.
I'm just saying, if stuff like that happened, I'd be out in Wyoming and nobody would know where the hell I am.
Yeah.
But he's a different cat in that sense.
He is a different cat, man.
So, anyway, interesting. 5 years ago today, Urban Meyer hired in Jackson.
Real quick, off topic, because you mentioned something, though, you know how my brain works. I just kind of just
goes back to the White House.
Go off. No. You said it's your pop's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Did you call him, wish him happy birthday or not?
I texted him this morning.
Texted him, okay. You ever talk to him on the phone?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Not a lot.
But, okay. So, you ever notice, because, I talk to my mom on a weekly basis.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, my stepdad, we still have a conversation, but I always referred to my grandfather as more the father that I would call on the phone.
Yeah.
You ever notice, isn't it kind of more awkward to talk to your father or your grandfather on the phone than it is? Because it always ended with my grandfather, and now it's my stepdad too. It's asking about my vehicle. They sold me the vehicle or something. My grandpa used to, it was saying, how's that car running? Same it did last week. Great grandpa, it's running great. No issues. He was so concerned, not my well-being, not my mental state, because who cares? It's how's the car running? And the car was always running okay. And you know what?
That's funny.
And if it wasn't running okay, I wasn't going to tell him it.
Yeah.
Because what was he going to do from Wisconsin? From 3,000 miles away or whatever.
Yeah, so you didn't want to stress him out about it or anything like
car's
that.
Car's always in good shape. But did you find,
really
or Hamby, you talk to your pops, right?
Yeah.
Does he go with the car or the vehicle thing at all or not?
No, he pretty much kind of just always rips me for something I said on the show.
Okay, well, that's fair too.
I love you.
But
love you, Mr. Hamby.
With my stepdad, it's either the car or it's sports. And with my grandpa, he couldn't be bothered with sports because he's always working. It was always my vehicle.
Meanwhile,
I don't know.
Meanwhile, if it's your mom that you're talking to, it's like, man, tell Brent and Austen to be nicer to you.
Probably.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah,
That's why it'd be with mine. I
mean,
know
dude,
that.
My mom, we're getting deep conversations about
I know
life
it. I
and
know
our
it. We
goals and our fears and you know, like we really come together in conversation.
It is fun. That is
with
funny.
my stepdad or rest in peace, my grandfather. It was just
that is really true. Now,
weather, trucks.
I would say overall, I have a different relationship. I mean, everybody does probably with their mom and dad. But
Sure.
I think you're so right in that respect. And I'm probably the same way. Like if my kids call me, which doesn't usually happen, it's more of a text now.
Yeah.
But if they're calling me, like it's a quicker conversation with me than it is with Steph.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, so I think that's not unnatural.
No, I think it's just the way of the world, man. Because even like, and when I talk to my son on the phone, you know, on the days I don't have him, it's like I always try to prevent the fact that, hey, you want to talk about anything? Like, I mean, but he ain't
Trying to
doing
be the
that.
good dad
Right,
moment.
He ain't playing that.
He's like, who's going to Oregon?
Yeah, he ain't playing that stuff. I might just fall in line, bro. But it's crazy, like there's the difference that I always had. And my grandmother was the same. Dude, I'll talk to my grandma all day about her work stuff and what she's going through. My grandpa, it's like, all right, weather, check. Truck or vehicle check and see you later. Like
that is funny.
Like what do you got to do?
Really
you're retired though. Like trying to get off the phone with me. Let me talk to you a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost like if a phone conversation ended like as quick as it does with maybe my dad. My mom would call back 5 minutes later and be like, "Are you all right?"
Yeah,
right.
No doubt.
Yeah. Like there's no doubt.
Dude, dads and like grandfathers are always trying to get off the phone, and I felt like moms and grandmas are trying to like milk it for as much as it's worth, man.
So true.
Well, I haven't talked to you in a week. Tell me how's everything else going?
That's a
going
great
great.
point. It's a really good point.
I don't know why I thought about that, but here we are.
No, I like it. I
Yeah.
kind of like it.
Yeah.
I've never really thought about it in that context, but I like it.
Yeah.
Brent Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Brian Thomas Jr. We got some. We asked about him today.
Yeah.
I think this is as big of a mystery. Maybe not if he's on the team or not, as the Lloyds, ETNs, you name it. What are they doing with Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
But it's really like how they feel about him.
Yeah.
That's the is like, are you confused on that? Or do you know that? Do you think you know how they feel? This regime didn't draft him. And they just went through a year where so many, as I end up posing the question to like Liam, so many players this coaching staff developed.
Yeah.
We didn't really feel like we saw development from Brian Thomas Jr. In fact, he's one of the few that we didn't see from. And I don't even know if that's a long list.
So here's why it's different. How many players on this Jaguars roster during the season did you hear Liam Coen say, this player had a really great practice? This player might have had his best practice of the season.
Man.
I can't name many, but I can name Brian Thomas Jr. because I feel like it happened twice. It happened with Miami in training camp, and then it happened again during the regular season. So that tells you a lot right there in terms of just kind of how on the radar he is. I don't have a good feel for how they feel about Brian Thomas Jr., but it's to echo my point I said yesterday. I don't need to have a good feel because I know how defenses feel playing against him. And if they're worried about him, if they're putting their best cover corner on Brian Thomas Jr., then so be it. They still respect him enough to do that. So I'm not sure in terms of the system going forward, how they envision him, how many targets a game. But as far as I'm concerned, he's still a weapon.
Yeah, and we feel that way. Like we've given our thoughts, and I think they probably feel the same way. But the reality is, I think they know there's more in the tank, and they got to get more out of him. They've got to feel that way. He has to be more of a 4 or 5 catch a game guy that can get up between 80 and also go for 140 yards on a 4 or 5 catch day. I mean, he has to put the numbers up that Parker was putting up, maybe not to the tune of 8 catches. Because they're going to put their number one guy on him and stuff.
Yeah,
You're not just throwing it deep 8 times, or even if you throw it 8 times, you're only completing 5 of them. So to me, he's between a 4 and 6 catch guy that he's got to be. So like 2 catches the other day were big catches, but it's not enough.
Well, and I will say too, I'm a little surprised because now looking back on it, we have time to reflect on the season and everything. I felt like that situation could have went a lot worse than it actually did.
You're right.
In terms of like how it was handled and in terms of like what the narrative was. Now maybe you had Travis Hunter a little bit to take away some of the distraction
Early on.
But like look at AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Like if AJ Brown was going through the Brian Thomas Jr. stuff in Jacksonville and Philly, that may have like exploded the team. Like that may have combusted that team and the quarterback and the coach and everything. Like for as bad as it was, and it was pretty bad in terms of the drops and everything and what the plan was going forward, I felt like it never got out of control. And that's maybe a testament to Brian Thomas Jr.'s personality of being the quiet, reserved guy, even though he plays a very diva-like position. But it's also a testament to Liam Coen for, even though it was going bad, you kind of steered the ship correctly.
I think that's a good point. I don't know A.J. Brown. I'm not going to sit here and label him as a bad guy. I don't know if he's a bad guy. I just think at times it looks like he's not the best teammate. Mm-hmm. I don't think you ever say that about Brian Thomas Jr. I don't feel that way about Brian Thomas Jr. The fans will throw daggers and is he trying hard enough or is he not? Is he afraid to get hit or double catch it? Like there are all things that you can criticize and some might be true and some might not. But I don't think anybody, and I've been around the young man for a couple of years now, he's a good dude. And
Yeah.
I don't think anybody would say he's a bad guy in the locker room or anything like that. He's just a very quiet, reserved person, which also is fine.
I respect it.
And that just obviously needs to find his fit with this offense, this regime, and find his way back where we think he can get because he's super gifted. He's a very talented player. So I think, again, is he 1,200-yard guy now in the conversation of the Jeffersons and everybody else and everybody who's starting to put him in this offseason? I think clearly no. Clearly no.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they need him to be that. But I think he also can have an even bigger impact than he did. And I think that's real. So here's the thoughts of James Gladstone. Hamby, we got this? Hamby! We got this?
What do we got?
Wait, what do we got? That's a great question.
Should I
Andy.
send,
You tell
should I
us
send
what
Casey
we got.
in to hit the button? Brian Thomas Jr., we got the sound?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Liam and James, how much Brian Thomas Jr., how much do you view him as a part of this thing in the long term? And also, how much more can you get out of him with this skill set and as a 23-year-old player?
I'm glad you asked that, and I think I can point back to D-Rock's question about wide receiver one. The cool thing about our offensive system, and this is my observation, Liam can dive into the details, is each and every game presents a different problem for an opponent. You never know who it is that's going to pop off. You look back at sort of the output of the collective. We had 3 receivers go over 700 yards. That's abnormal. That's not typical. To be able to spread the wealth, so to speak, is a really positive thing. And with Jacoby's arrival, it certainly allowed BT to continue to level up in areas that fit within the system itself that were fit for his skill set and allowed him to be the best version of himself down that back stretch of the season. I think beyond that, you saw even in Parker Washington, his play, be able to take steps with opportunities. And, that was showing itself throughout the course of the offseason program and training camp. Training camp didn't lie to us this time around. Sometimes those are things that you question. Hey, is this a real reflection of what we'll see come regular season? And with Parker Washington, that was no fraudulent exposure. That was an accurate interpretation. And when his op presented itself, he certainly stepped up and helped our cause. But I think, to your point, BT in particular, when you were talking a little bit about Travis being wide receiver one, the wide receiver one doesn't necessarily exist in the system in the way that you would typically feel like it might. And Liam can obviously dive into the nuances as needed. But
Do you see a lot of growth in him? You guys developed so many guys who saw a lot of great play. He was one that we saw a drop off from the outside looking in.
Yeah, I think you point to wins and losses as really what comes down to. And when you're a part of a team that wins, typically that wealth is shared. And so it's never truly going to be about one player. I continue to pour into every single one of these guys. As will Edgar Bennett and as will Grant and as will our entire staff to continue to pour into guys to try to get the most out of them to help our team win as many games as humanly possible. And BT will 100% be a part of that.
So there you go. I think the end part there, 100% a part of that, is pretty convincing. Listen, and he should be here, all that stuff. What can they get out of him? The fascinating part of what Gladstone said is, in our system, we don't need a number one guy.
Yeah.
Kind of, I'm going back to Tampa last year. I shouldn't say on our system, I mean more like in a Liam system. Doesn't need that number one guy. I know it played out that way this year. Do you think the system needs a number one guy?
I don't think so.
You don't?
Because even in Tampa, I mean, I get like it was Mike Evans, but Chris Godwin, when he was healthy, like it was 1A, 1B.
Yeah, tight ends were playing well.
Yeah, I think any great offense these days now, you have kind of a 1A or 1B. I mean, like I get Jamar Chase, he's the A side, but T. Higgins, they're paying him like he's the 1A, the 1B side. So, no, like I don't see them needing like a Puka Nacua or Jamar Chase in this offense.
Yeah. I guess we'll go back over the numbers. I still think the threat is real with Brian Thomas Jr. I also think in big games, even though there were two really big catches, 2 catches isn't enough.
Correct.
Like for a talent like that.
Well, for a first, I mean, and once again, James didn't draft him.
Yeah.
Right? But for where he was taken, for what he's making, like, yeah, you expect him to make some more plays.
Yeah. So again, by the way, we praise the fact that they can go to everybody.
Correct.
They go from Brenton Strange to ETN to Tootin to Myers to Thomas to Parker to throw Travis Hunter out there.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing, and I agree with that. And we've always talked about around here, even in 2022, this happened with Doug as well. I think whoever went for 1,000 yards was the first time 1,000-yard receiver under Doug, or ETN went for 1,000 yards. Maybe that was the one where he had 1,000 yards first time he had it back. He won a Super Bowl in Philly doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So there are ways you don't need the number one guy specifically. Totally get it. It's really more about maybe a consistent year out of Brian Thomas Jr., kind of what we're asking for Trevor Lawrence. We saw first half of the year what was inconsistent. Saw the second half of the year was unbelievable. And now asking for the same thing out of Brian Thomas Jr., because if he doesn't have the ups and downs of the early stages of his season, and I think he missed 2.5 games, maybe 3, shoot, he might have 1,000 yards this year.
Of course, without
Even
a doubt.
with all the conversation.
Yeah. And listen, I get you didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver this year. This Jags offense was still putting up points, though, right? So it goes to show you, like, it's good to have options. It's good to have wrinkles, and it's good to keep defenses guessing. And that's what you have here in Jacksonville. And if that's what it's got to be next year again, I'm not going to be complaining about it.
Will the panic button exist in 2027?
I'll tell you what, the panic button's happening right now, because speaking of options, we got 4 bright-eyed and bushy-tailed people over here that are hungry to push buttons in that drive-through window over there, Hamby. So hopefully you're bringing your A game, because I think Brent went to the draft board a little bit, and we got some new blood in here right now.
Hamby literally turned his back on the show.
As he's cutting a break, too.
Literally turned his back on the show.
Doesn't want to address it.
Wasn't paying attention.
Doesn't want to talk about it.
Was flipped around the other way. My guess is talking to Casey.
Yeah, I'm sure. Got distracted. It's all good,
Distraction.
man. Hey, Brent, I see some suitable candidates here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, you guys might want to work on another job on top of it, but we see some candidates here. We're not paying the best.
This isn't a high-paying
gig. College credit, maybe, right? You get college credit? Come on, Brent, you can sign off on that.
They're beyond that.
Oh, they're beyond that. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
We'll be back. Brent Dawson Show. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy.
Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown!
Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47. CBS 47.
Right here.
Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show. Right now it's the Austen and Casey Show. And it's crazy. Despite how well we've done in viewership, despite how well we've done in our picks and everything, Casey, really people are calling it a generational run. And that's not me saying that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people. Everyone's saying that.
Bleacher Report.
But I had to bring this up with you over the break. Obviously, yesterday.
Y'all are not on the same page. Back in the team chemistry.
Obviously, yesterday, you know, I maybe shared a story about my cell phone and everything.
Oh, boy.
And, you know, I talked about maybe going in the sauna because I thought this was a
safe space.
A safe space, you know. I kind of told you this guy's incompetence.
Sorry.
Didn't know you were going to clip it. Now, you clipped the Donald Trump thing, which I appreciate because I'm proud of that impression. But what you did after it on Twitter is you let it ride another minute.
Okay.
Where I talk about me going in, you know, the sauna with my cell phone. I wasn't supposed to do that, and then they're wondering what happened to my phone. I go, I don't know. And then Bill's Mafia got wind of that, and then somebody from Bill's Mafia tagged me and AT&T in that to try to snitch on me. So obviously right now I'm taking grenades. I'm taking bullets in the trenches. Everyone's coming at me. Brent's going after, you know, Richard Sharman, and that's fine. That's his prerogative.
The circus is here. It's just big old debacle.
Circus is here as well, but the last thing I need is AT&T coming at me, Casey. So going forward, and I'm trying to be cool here, please refrain from anything that can be used against me in a court of law from posting it back out there.
So a couple things. One.
I said it. Is that what you're going to say again?
No, sir.
Okay. I thought you were going to go that whole thing.
No,
okay.
I wasn't. That's
okay.
no. I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah.
The viewership when I post these videos,
Yeah.
the people that watch 100% of the videos is less than 1%. I'm just gonna be honest. With anything anybody posts, you can see the analytics.
Sure.
So the fact that some people made it all the way to the end, actually, it makes me like, okay, doing it. That's all.
That's
I got
a good
point. Nobody watches all the way to the end.
Well, that's true because the 800 mentions that we have from Bill's Mafia,
Yeah.
they're definitely pointed at you.
Of course.
From the one thing.
Yeah, that's
They
all
never
good.
even got to Brent's part.
Well, they
Oh,
occasionally, but a couple. You can tell the volume of people that got
Yeah.
to me where I was kind of saying nicer things about the Bills.
So the
Didn't
watch
really
time
happen.
is up.
So yeah.
So what?
So you're
The
helping
watch
the
time.
metrics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Nice
the
job.
watch time is going up.
I thought
And
it was
by the
funny.
way, what are we at right now for viewership?
On that one?
Last time I
That was
checked, it was
97.
110.
Oh, it was 110.
Hang on,
There
let's
you
see what we
go.
got now. Brent, don't act like viewers aren't a big deal because, hey, man, if we're going to like and subscribe every single time we talk, you better get the viewership
I
up.
think viewers are a big deal. It's part of
so,
the business. Yeah.
So we have 105 right now, on mine at least.
All right.
105,000, 100K by Wednesday. He
Did it again.
He did it again.
Sorry about that. I thought the
Once
sound thing was pretty funny.
Oh no, you're good. I doubt AT&T is going to see one Bills Mafia member now. If
622 comments.
Now, if they take
129
that,
likes.
You know what? I'll tell you this.
They can't prove
that 622 is almost a disappointing number.
But it could be a joke.
I was joking. You're right.
The 622 number feels like there are 6,000
Yeah.
in my mentions.
Now, Brent, what you should do is go back and comment on every one of the comments because then it's going to bring it up to like
Engagement.
1,200,
That's a great point.
and then what are advertisers going to think? Well,
Hey.
we have 1,200 comments.
So actually, I thought they should come up, and maybe there's already this, right? In the AI world and everything else. So I sent you guys that bar graph where it shows how much a team won by.
Nobody clicked on that.
You didn't click on it?
I looked at it.
Did you click
I
on
think
it?
His phone is broken.
Oh,
well,
yeah, your phone
was
is
this
broken.
recently?
Yeah, it was last night.
Oh no, of course
so,
not.
So this is a common thing, by the way.
Okay.
Every game, I've seen this one before. I don't know, it just pops up.
Okay.
But it'll say how much did your team win by, type of thing.
Okay.
So the graph, it's just a bar graph, and it will show the top team who won and the bottom team who lost. And like the Patriots one is like that.
Yeah.
Right.
They
And then
dominated.
the Chicago one's like this.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
And well, the Bills Jags one's inverted.
Meaning the Jags should have won.
Meaning the Jags should have won the game.
Oh yeah.
So
because they're the
this
better.
was a different one than yesterday.
Because they're the better team. Is that what we're saying?
But okay, so here's my request from Elon or somebody. You should be able to hit like a button of some sort where you can reply to all the mentions with that graph.
Oh.
So here it is. So like Green Bay should have beaten Chicago.
Wait. Okay. So let me see this.
According to this field.
Net success rate of offensive plays only of winning team, logo at the bottom, top of bar, related to losing team, logo aligned on the x-axis.
This is just
Okay,
offensive,
so
by the way.
we were the median, but the Bills were kind of bad, so then they dropped.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and look how close actually the Patriots Chargers.
Oh,
were.
the Packers though.
But this is just offense.
This is just offense.
The Packers though, surprising to me.
Yeah, but I assume the Bears get knocked heavy for the fourth downs, not getting them.
Okay.
Maybe. But this back again. My whole idea here is
Hey,
like,
this is saying the Jaguars are a better team than Buffalo Bills. That's all I needed, Brent. Thank you.
yeah, and so I feel like I should be able to take that
Reply all.
and reply all
Add a community note.
to. Oh yeah, who does it? You can actually add the community note. Or
I assume so
just
because I've seen
Twitter
some pretty
does it?
insane community notes
Really?
that I assume somebody's adding.
Well, that'd
wait,
be awesome.
couldn't
That's
we
like
get-
Wikipedia, basically. You can just go add something.
I think so.
Oh, I thought it had to be enough people.
What's the thing where is it Grok where you can like fact check something?
Oh, you should. Yeah, you could do that.
Fact check it.
I don't care, guys.
Yeah, I do.
You guys are the ones
No,
fighting for your
Casey,
life. You guys
no,
do it.
No, I'm not fighting for anything. I'm fighting for views. But think about this: if you fact check it and you put that where everybody can see it,
Yeah, maybe you could say
imagine the feedback now.
See, I agree with you. The problem is with 611 comments, it will get lost. Just because, like, the person who posts the video
No.
comments, it doesn't mean it'll go to the
No,
top.
Casey, if you fact check it, it goes to the top. Like Gark will put it like actually what?
Does it?
Yes, it always goes to the top.
Maybe we should do that.
Oh, that's even better than me just going like this to everybody. That's what that is. It's a boom right there to all Bills Mafia. You got to fact check it.
Also-
we got to do this, guys.
I've been thinking about this since you brought up the cell phone thing. I think if AT&T found the video of you doing a Donald Trump impression and then said something about your cell phone at the end, they'd probably be like, this guy's joking. Let's be
That's
honest.
a good point.
In a court of law,
Yeah.
the Donald Trump video is not holding up
Yeah.
to the AT&T cell
Yeah,
phone
they're probably
debacle.
like, this guy's super talented. We thought that was actually Donald Trump talking. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not too worried about it. I was just kind of joking. with
Hey,
you, Jason.
That's hilarious, though.
It's one Bills Mafia member.
It's very funny. I think we should meet that guy.
Republic Services.
You want me to find the thing? There's a lot,
Recycled
just-
headlines of the day. RecyclingSimplified.com. James Gladstone, Liam Coen talk. The big news out of there, Travis Hunter. James Gladstone said we're going to continue to play him on both sides of the ball. Seems like a lean on the corner side because they're running out of contracts with guys who are leaner on that side of the ball. So at least to start, what we think is probably best for this franchise, I think Gladstone would concur, is that Travis Hunter will likely play more on defense, at least would be the plan at this juncture in middle of January for next season. The other big news, Anthony Campanile interviewing for the head coaching job of the Miami Dolphins. I don't think anybody's surprised at that one, considering the connections with the new GM from Green Bay and also his familiarity with people down in Miami, where he spent a couple of years too, and based off this excellent season for the Jaguars. So a couple of news items there. Also, Liam Coen, once again, if you missed it, will join us on Jaguars All Access tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach. That show usually in Springfield. It will be in Jax Beach, 7 to 7:30. Get there early because I think there are going to be a lot of people at that one. You can watch it right here on the network, actionsportsjacks.com, and also on Fox 30. Got a little.
You've been wearing that jacket all day?
I wore it inside the building, and then I just wore it a bit ago because I was getting cold, and now I took it off because I was getting hot. Maybe I'm getting sick.
No, it's a little chilly in here. You're good.
Puffer jacket in Florida.
Steph told me it was going to be chilly today. It's not that bad out, though.
No,
It's not puffer jacket cold. No.
It is a
That's
little
not
chilly.
really a heavy jacket.
Puffs.
It's puffs, but it's not heavy.
It's got the characteristic of
You know the white one we have, like the one the script.
I know all your
Action Sports
wardrobe,
Jacks?
man. Obviously, it's what I think about when I wake up and go to bed.
Yeah, you know that one. That's heavier than the puffer jacket, in my opinion.
It doesn't have puffs, though.
Doesn't.
This one people thought you were cold, which is embarrassing.
Nobody thought anything or cared about it.
You're wearing pants and a puffer jacket, dude. Me and Austin are in shorts and short sleeves. Hamby, what are you in? He's in a hoodie.
I don't wear
I'm in a hoodie.
pants. Yeah, really.
Hoodie
unless I
every day
have
because
to.
it's freezing in here.
Did they crank up the AC in here?
Yeah, I don't know. It does feel chilly in here today, though.
Maybe there's no air and that's just whatever the outside air is. Okay. Casey, did you talk to some people?
Family Feud.
Why does Bill's Mafia suck?
No way.
Yeah. Is
that the answer?
No, it's the question.
I mean, the question?
Yeah.
The crowd loves the
Jeopardy,
question
Brent.
already.
Yes, it's Jeopardy.
Sorry, can we even say that? We got to say something else besides okay. I got you.
Jag Zeopardy.
Jeopardy. Yeah. All right.
All right. Why does because they jump through tables?
Well, hang on. Did you ask where Town Center
Town
again?
Center.
Okay, Town Center people. Okay. Was there Bills Mafia there, or is it more?
I saw
Jackson?
some Bills folks.
Okay.
Yeah, of course they'd stay here. Why would they go back up to Buffalo?
Tables don't need to be smashed. Okay. Why does Bills Mafia suck? Is what you said. Okay. I mean, to be fair, because it's cold and it's Buffalo.
Why are you being
weather.
nice to him?
Huh?
Why are you being nice to him?
How is that being nice? It's a crappy place to live in.
Weather?
They are angry people.
Angry people, Hamby. I'm not looking at my phone. I don't remember
Miserable
the answer,
people.
so it's up to you. Miserable, angry folk.
Some would say because the weather.
I'm gonna do this right here.
Oh, what?
Suffering isn't a personality trait.
All right. How about drinking? I feel like they like to drink a lot.
Drunks. No.
Dang, I'm 0 for 2.
One of these is what happens when you get drunk.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, Brent. I was pretty good at. What happens when you get drunk? Usually something happens.
Well, it can be a byproduct.
Yeah, I gotcha. I feel you.
Okay, well,
It has nothing to do with going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking.
Nope.
Bills Mafia sucks because their teams never won.
I think that actually is on there, yeah.
Wow. What is Jags?
I don't remember what exactly.
This wasn't compared.
Oh, yeah,
I know, I'm
championship
kidding.
swagger with no chips.
That's
tough.
good.
That's a good one. I like that. That's a good one.
Very specific. A lot of people said that.
By
huh?
the way, these are long answers, tough to fit on the screen.
Yeah.
Golly,
Looks like a
People at
bad
the time.
super on Action News Jacks.
So
Super, you mean? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna go off of
That's very inside the business.
drinking thing. I'm gonna say they like to fight.
Known fighters. Violent people.
What is another byproduct of drink? Okay. Well, I'm out. That was 3 for me.
Byproduct of Dre. Why does Bill Mafia suck?
Why does
4's kind of like 5, honestly. Well, 3 is kind of like 4, and 4 is kind of like 5.
what the?
Wow, now just keep adding to this misery.
You're 3 for 3. What do you mean misery?
Yeah, you're doing good, man.
This have to do with passing out. What usually happens if you're drunk?
They're out cold.
No.
It was so bad he didn't even buzz you.
He's like,
He said no.
We're good.
I'll give you one of my guesses if you want.
No, you're good, man. You got it.
You don't like this one.
Well, I got
You're
nothing.
you're not locked in.
Well, I thought I was. I thought I.
Okay, Austin, number 3 is what happened to you. Is what's happening, man. I don't want to say it happened to you, but
they're
it is like
relentless. They like to go. They like to gang up on you.
well, yes, but
Bill's bullies.
Yeah, but like, okay, 611 comments.
Yeah.
You know, it's on the internet, so it's not actually what this thing is, but that would be.
They've got no life.
That's pretty good. You guys are close. What would you say happened on that video?
It went viral.
Yes,
Got
but
ratioed,
it went viral because of Bill's Mafia being
petty,
passionate.
I'm just going to put it up there.
loud even when wrong.
Oh, loud even when
Technically,
wrong.
they aren't loud because it's the
So
internet.
somehow
but
3 went
611
with
comments
4
is
and
loud.
4 went with 5. So how do we get from loud even when wrong? This is like a different game. To
think. Okay, they're over. Well,
whoa, overrated.
I'm not gonna. I'll say
Yeah.
something different.
Say it,
I was-
say it.
Overrated.
No.
When I'll say
over.
I'll say overconfident.
The exact
Overconfident for
word.
never have
Nice
overconfidence
try.
for never won a Super Bowl.
Look at that.
See that?
You guys suck, Bill's Mafia. You guys are the worst.
I love.
Go to Canada.
My favorite thing about the whole Bills thing has been like we were actually applauding them around the weekend and stuff because it can be a good fan. It's a good.
They were
fan
nice
base,
in person.
right? Like, it can be a good fan.
Literally
base. They
gave a
never
compliment.
won,
Yeah.
right? Like we never
Screw 'em.
won, and now they've turned us against them.
Yeah, the best part is like that didn't happen. That wasn't a Bills fan. I'm like, well, he had a Bills hat and he had a Bills jacket on. I don't know what you would call it.
I mean, usually you don't like if you're pulling for a team. I would say out of the AFC, I would have been pulling for the Bills, and now we're hoping they get their ass kicked against Denver.
But if they do beat Denver, they're coming back to the view. Brent, we're talking maybe 300K.
Yeah.
Screw 'em.
Real quick, did you see the Sean Payton comments about
No.
Greenlaw
No,
coming
no,
downhill?
no.
Coming down.
What?
Apparently, the reporter said it was no big deal. They were laughing about it.
Well,
Like,
but
he almost seemed like he was buddy with the guy.
Did he?
Greenlaw.
I know he played up, but anyway, he asked about Drake Greenlaw, and he's like, his question was, "Hey, something to the point of."
What about Drake Greenlaw? I don't know the story though.
He's
He's
been
just
hurt.
asking about
Oh, okay.
how nice
okay,
will
I
have
got
him
you.
attacking downhill? How are you going to
okay.
use him?
Okay.
But he says something like attacking downhill.
Yeah.
And he's like, how do you know Drake Greenlaw is going to be attacking downhill? Like,
What do
have
you know
ever
about that?
What do you know about that? Have you ever attacked downhill?
What do you like to know, weather boy?
Wow.
But
Pretty
it
much
was
what
an
he told
11-second clip. It might have had more context.
Where are your parents?
Yeah.
Is that a movie reference?
You
I
should
don't know
know.
movies.
You're in TV news. Oh, that's good.
All right, what else?
You guys don't give Hamby enough credit.
I'm about
Yeah.
to.
Maybe any credit.
Well, maybe give him some.
What's this button do?
What's this button do?
This is like
Okay,
Who Wants to
this
Be a Millionaire? Let's play.
Yeah, that does.
excluding Trevor Lawrence, who is the Jags MVP? Top 5 answers.
Okay, we can get this, Brent.
You should be able to run the table here. I'm thinking.
Yeah, we got to run the table here.
No Trevor Lawrence.
No Trevor Lawrence.
Has to be a football player. Cannot
Okay.
be Liam Coen.
Liam Cohen's out. I like it.
Very good.
Let's bring it back, Brent. Let's do it. We got
Go
it.
ahead.
Come on. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Devin Lloyd.
Lloyd. Yeah. Not number 1, but he's on there for sure. Number 3, Devin Lloyd.
Travis Etienne.
Etienne. That makes a lot of sense. You would think Travis Etienne would be on there. He is. Yeah, number 2.
MVP of the season.
1, 4, and 5.
Okay, MVP of the season. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like,
Oh,
I'm not sure if
no.
the people. I'm just-
Oh no.
well, if you look at the PFF percent, no. I mean, I gotta go Parker Washington, the Jaguars' leading receiver.
It's a
Come on.
no-brainer. Parker Washington.
Yeah, that's what I'm
number
saying.
1.
Wow, I was interested to see where they would go there.
4 and 5. 4 is the toughest one, I think. A little. I don't remember. Oh, I do now.
I mean, I'm going to. I'm going to go with Josh Hines Allen.
You're way too high on JHA compared to the Family Feuders.
Yeah, I was going to go Foye instead.
Ooh, Foye, you think?
Also would have been a.
Yeah, no, don't say. Yeah.
Who on
Just
defense?
the meat and potatoes?
They must not like the defense guys.
I
On
mean, you
this
could go
question.
Antonio Johnson if you want, but I'm going to go. I got to go with the instinct. It's a town center, man. Everybody's a big Jaguars fan, but they know about this guy, Cam Little.
I was
Very
thinking that,
good.
man. I was thinking that was good. Good.
Cam Little,
That
the
was
number
good.
4 answer. One more to go, fellas.
I'm going to say they snuck in Jacoby Myers here.
Man, you almost ran the table.
Dang, man.
Jacoby
I
Myers.
should have known
The
better. than point
infatuation with
scorers.
Josh Hines Allen. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No, I mean it's based for sure.
That's interesting that the Town Center folks give Myers that much credit as casual Jags fans. Like, that's kind of an inside football deal.
Yeah.
Right?
But you kind of feel like the whole thing turned around when he got here.
Well, that's why he was 5, Brent, because not a lot of ball knowers are there, but just enough to get him on the list.
Yeah.
it's true.
And
Yeah.
how
Good.
about,
Dick's
by the
Sporting
way,
Goods are good.
the rise of Parker Washington?
Man.
Number 1 answer.
Number one
Number
answer.
one answer?
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Crazy.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
And I will say, like, that really fits kind of the narrative here. Like, his popularity
Yeah.
has just, like, I would imagine if you got Parker Washington on a football, what you were selling it for 5 weeks ago versus right now, I don't know how that works in your world, like, but doubled
Yeah.
at the very least.
Sure.
Got to get those Big Ten
It
guys.
went from $12 to 24. I know, like, but seriously, like, doesn't it feel that?
It went from I wouldn't have got him to now.
Now I'm
You
going to
gotta get him.
Get
That's fair.
multiples.
No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's not a knock. I don't think that's a knock.
Yeah. No, it's those Penn State guys, man. It's those Big Ten players, Brent.
I would just tell you the highest
Brent Strange.
we think outside of Trevor.
Do a
Trevor
Penn
came
State
to a
team.
show,
ACC.
and Trevor's always going to have a big number when he comes to
Sure.
the shows, either Access or Jags Report Live. I think the Parker one was the biggest one this year.
The show, yeah.
It was a few weeks ago. Obviously, there's a buzz in town. Cam Little was pretty big too, and even Dewey last week, but because of all the
Sure.
momentum. But Cam 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think a little bit too coincided with Christmas and the holidays, so people are around.
Sure.
But that was a big one between
Oh.
Cam at the beach between Cam and Parker. I thought it was pretty close. Trevor, obviously, in Springfield. And I think Cohen tomorrow will be a big one,
Oh,
too.
speaking of coinciding, Liam Coen should be a big one, huh?
Huge.
Yeah, you'd hope so. You think people are going to come out? I mean, because, like, how are we feeling?
No,
Like-
I thought we actually had more people there on Monday with no guest.
Okay.
Didn't have a guest.
No, we didn't do a guest on
People
Monday.
just wanted to mourn a little bit together.
I think so.
Yeah.
But actually,
that
more
was a
than I
good
thought.
show.
More than I
Yeah.
thought that we would have.
Did you sign any shirts or arms? Or
I didn't. No,
legs?
they already have all the people that were probably there.
Yeah. I like it.
That's fine.
Was that it? We got another one or not?
That's it.
That's it.
That's
Just
it.
two.
We that thing usually takes 15 minutes. to
Yeah,
do
we went.
because
We
suck so
we
bad
went
on
right
that
through
show.
that.
Yeah, I
man.
mean, I've had to dumb it down a lot.
you
I
did.
mean, known idiots, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is. Cool.
All right, back at it tomorrow.
Scrap House
You
tonight,
guys got
Brett?
Scrap House tonight,
Yep.
7 o'clock on the Action Sports Shacks 24/7 network. And
Fingers crossed.
what's that?
Fingers crossed.
We got a lot going on in the wrestling world.
No, you just have to put it in, which I'm not super confident in.
Yeah.
Is there a lot going on in the wrestling world?
They're making like their European tour right now, so it's
Just kind of a
things.
quiet time. Is it
There's
always
a new
quiet
champ.
this part of the
well,
calendar?
Well, there is a new champion,
All Dragon
Cody
Lee.
Rhodes.
Dragon Lee was on TV.
Relax. Cody Rhodes lost the belt, Brent. So there you go.
I don't feel like there are headliners coming out of the wrestling world in the last couple months.
We just gave you two.
But,
Cody Rhodes
but you
down.
guys didn't
Dragon
get
Lee
excited
up.
about that.
I'm fired up about Dragon Lee.
Casey. So here's the thing about Dragon Lee, real quick. Nobody cares about Dragon Lee except
Hey.
Casey Kurtz. No, let's call a spade here.
Really?
For real.
Why
But-
do you care?
Because he's good.
Why don't you care?
Because he's
not.
Because he's no.
He is good.
He's good in the ring, but he doesn't have anything else going for him.
He might not speak English.
Have a good Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep,
Not
can't eat.
eating.
You see that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $4 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. Or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant, or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second